by the way, because we reached the full hour. What's if I missed anything? I don't know if you missed anything. There we go, I'm wearing my nice bodysuit. Hello, Never, you got to have mango. Or got a peanut. Did I surprise you? You are a surprise, Gucci. Never says hello to Ponpon, Jannertto, Kochi, Ori, whoever else. Ponpon is done at my fan level. Yes, I am. How are you, Never? I don't collab with you. Does that mean I am not a fan? I didn't say that either, Never. But Never, do you want to collab? We could make something. Like, what could we do? I'm up for anything. What do you want to do?
Up for anything. That
anything.
sounds like a dangerous promise to make.
Oh. Jannertto, what do you have in mind?
Too many things that Twitch might not agree with. And then a lot of just normal stuff, I guess.
I mean, yeah, we had to come up with something in common, yeah.
Well, we kind of already have the Unity thing coming up.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes, us, of course. But I mean, like Never and anyone else who wants to collab.
Fair enough.
It was an exclusive. We actually did not include the listener, as in Jannertto. Listeners are kind of a weird term. The ones spoken to.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, Jannertto, you got a strawberry. And that's that's fine. Damn, I thought my underwear game only worked when it switched to the stream. No. Okay, like when you do an outfit redeem, it activates immediately. That is because StreamBot, and this is the fault of OBS. StreamBot has no idea if Ponpon is on screen or not. The only thing OBS knows is if ads are... No. The only thing StreamBot... No, Kochi. The only thing StreamBot knows is if ads are playing or not, and that's because Twitch can give that information. OBS knows which scene I'm on based after the transition is completed, so it knows if I'm on the Be Right Back screen. So during ads and during the Be Right Back screen, I have the outfit paused, but I cannot do anything about Ponpon not showing on screen. So yeah.
That's very much the missile knows where it is. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. Energy.
Because StreamBot has the option to hide, unhide, as well as toggle the visibility of sources on OBS, but it cannot check what the current visibility is. Which is terrible.
Well, I would argue it depends. Because quite a rare few people actually need that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I mean...
I don't disagree, it wouldn't be nice, but... There's a engineering balance here that has been decided, and this is the end result.
Sure. I'm just thinking that there is a command to change and even toggle the visibility, but it didn't implement checking what the current value is. But they have
we just don't happen to have an interface for it yet.
But they kind of do, because you can still like... Wait. There are some ways of... Okay, now, whatever. There are some complicated ways.
OBS, so...
Yeah, I guess there isn't. That's the way.
Happen. But, yeah.
Then I need to mod StreamBot as well. Unless I have...
Do you? Because...
Well, I guess StreamBot could take some... whatever it's called. Could send a custom command. So you entered this. Okay, should I read the rest of the comments? Now that you said you would collab, my anxiety is firing great. Is it good anxiety? I mean, anxiety is bad, but like, do you get like I was thinking like excitement, but I guess anxiety would be bad. But I hope you get some good feelings about Pon Pon. But I mean, if you don't feel like it, you don't have to collab. Don't worry about it. But you know, people would like it. People would be here to watch it. My day did not start well. It's not great so far. I hope I can make it better for you.
I hope it just gets better in general.
Yeah.
But I do hope my Swedish meddlings will assist in it.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun here. Slept like shit. People were loud. I was woken up early, and my sister-in-law disappointed me. Oh. Yeah. For some reason, that happens sometimes. At least I don't have that situation now. But it was kind of funny that most of the time I'm not being interrupted by anyone. But then the day I was kind of like feeling sick and was just resting the whole day. Like I got interrupted like often that day. Specifically that day, a lot of people came to wanted something. Like no other day. Interesting. Most of the time is depending on what you are saying about that, of course. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's moving on from that. Did you change how this looks? Maybe. They do have another version of it. Here I have this one. I think they do have a bunch of different global emotes, and then probably have changed some of these. You know, since licenses run out, which is perfectly fine. I still don't like Twitch's attitude towards licenses running out, because they're like, oh no, our license ran out. Oh, we can't do anything about that. Oh well, I guess we just have to move on. Well, the people who hold the license like, no, we're up to like doing. We can sign a new contract. It's no problem. Like. No, just be upfront and say like, yeah, license ran out, but we're not interested in renewing the licenses. That's it. Don't be so, oh, poor us. No. Anyway, that was the situation with the Binding of Isaac emote that ran out. And Twitch made a public post about that, and the owner made a reply to that. No, we're up to prolonging the contract if you want to. But no, Twitch is Twitch.
I sort of wonder why they make the contracts that way, to be honest.
Because they pay for the contracts?
No, but I'm kind of wondering, like, how to put this. Why isn't the contract made in such a manner that for the foreseeable future they can use this asset in their online service?
As long as they pay a yearly... But Twitch probably don't want that. Twitch probably want the contracts to end.
No, but like... Is the creator of the Binding of Isaac like... How to put this? Is there an argument to be made where Twitch receives such a high value from that emote that they ought to pay annually for it to exist in Twitch? Or does the Binding of Isaac also receive value from it existing? So why couldn't they come up with a lump sum for Twitch to be able to have it until there's some sort of big PR reason for the Binding of Isaac people to withdraw it from Twitch.
Twitch is probably not interested. It's just that, I guess. They just... We don't care, kind of situation.
Like, difficult to say if it's...
Yeah,
like,
we don't know what goes behind there.
Yeah.
I would assume the Twitch do not feel it being worth paying anything for it. Even if it's a small amount.
Honestly,
Alternatively, the owner of the owner of the franchise, the Twitch might be willing to pay a tiny amount, but the owner might not feel like that's worth it to have that contract.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
What's the cost for them? They already received money for it being there. So what's now the cost for them for it being there?
Who knows?
I just feel like this is just odd greed and little else. Then again,
yeah,
I'm the sort of person who thinks that people should get paid for their work, not for what they own, essentially. So
it is possibly a combination of Twitch not being interested in paying a lot, and anyone who has their emotes are just wanting a significant amount of money. Because if Twitch is logically speaking, if Twitch is going to have this large number of global emotes, they will have to pay a lot of different people, and therefore they want to pay as little as possible. And at that point, the people probably don't care for how little they get. I mean, sure, I wouldn't mind getting 1 extra USD a year for a global emote, but like, it's so little money. As we don't know the sums of money that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but would it not be logistically easier if instead of you getting, let's say for an argument, you get the 1 USD per year? Would it not make more sense that you get 200 now and they can just keep the thing?
They don't want to give 200 for it. That's the issue.
I don't know.
They rather want to give 1 per year instead, and then because they're probably not going to hold it for 200 years, so.
Yeah, but there's the thing about logistics that will increase that money, so the price would not be for 200 years in effect.
I mean, we don't know the numbers, and it's most likely because Twitch doesn't want to pay.
At least the bank card is gonna take some money off that.
Yeah, I mean that's too. I mean, in my case, I am a streamer. Twitch is already paying me, so you can just add 1 more to it. 1 month out of the year. Not that I would make not that any of my emotes would be global emote worthy.
I mean, I would argue that some of them are better than many of the global emotes.
Yeah, let's make this one global. Jannertto picked one to see. Same thought. That should be a global one, yeah. Yeah, let's see. Should we continue into the game? Tugabok says, did I hear the Binding of Isaac? I'm interested. I don't think I would enjoy it though. Not my type of game, I believe. But hello, Colt. Nice to see you. I was wondering where you were. Busy today. Already missed 2 points, so no. Should I try a donut today, chat? I haven't had it in a while. Wait, you just had your donut laying around there for a while? I don't know. Maybe crunchy now. I haven't had a donut in probably over a year. I don't know. It's too sweet for me. Yes.
That is quite ironic, Bonbon.
Because Fun is so sweet. So, oh no.
Yes. Exactly so.
But I won't be cute if I eat too much sweet stuff. Vine boom eyebrow raise. But yeah,
You sort of agree with that.
I am cute. But not stressed like this. I have a sweet tooth today. I'll see if I commit. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I just like eating sweet stuff way too much. And yeah, that's not good for my health.
Jag kan inte gå längre på grund av flammorna. So,
This one has two meanings.
does längre mean forward or like what's like?
Well, it is the
Further.
comparative, so that would mean longer. So further in this case.
So I can't go I can't go further.
På grund av is a set phrase again.
That I mean,
You might have it in your...
because the ground is on fire.
No. Do you have... You should probably write this down. På grund av... if you break that down, this means on... Grund means like the ground, like the furthest down the basis, basically. And the av is off. So on the basis of, as in due to. So that's probably a set phrase you should have written down, because that's a common one. So yes, the sentence and flammorna, you might be able to figure out what that is.
I presume it's fire.
Well, flames, the flames. So yeah, so it meant to mean I can't go further due to the flames. But it can also mean I can't go anymore due to the flames. I guess still kind of means the same, because the character still can't proceed due to the flames. But it could also mean that the character is now unable to walk anymore in the rest of their life due to the flames. It really depends on how you emphasize when you speak it. I think the emphasis goes... And all of this comes out automatic for me when I speak anyway. So I think if you say it, jag kan inte gå längre på grund av flammorna, that emphasizes the verb, meaning can no longer walk. And jag kan inte gå längre på grund av flammorna. I don't know. I don't know.
Hello, Meow the cat.
How would I phrase this? You can use the term vidare. Jag kan inte gå vidare på grund av flammorna. That would mean I can't go further. Or you can just say like, jag är fast här. Or, you know, or like, jag kan gå igenom grottan. There you go. Every Saturday. Yeah, Saturday sweet tooth. Good. The holes call for Kafki. How fitting, because we are in a cave with holes in it.
Oh, hi lonkerohattu.
Lonkerohattu. That almost
Tentacle
feels... Tentacle hat. Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds Finnish.
Or what it's technically meaning, or what it's based on, is long drink hat. Because long drink is called lonkero in Finland. It also means tentacle.
Tentacle hat.
Yeah. So, lonkero. I bought and drank Keisari long drink pineapple. I think on Tuesday. Yeah, I think so. It was pretty nice.
Yes, you can start the game and continue the dialogue, I guess.
Oh, it's paused, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why everything's frozen.
That explains a lot.
And why it's quiet. Hello, Portugal. No, of course. Meow. to Jannertto's chat. Long drink cat, that's my boy.
There's
Yay.
someone in my chat. Damn.
Yeah, you have 2 people in your chat now.
Yes.
The moment I said pss, 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 a cat appeared in chat. Well, wait, when did... Oh, yeah, the whole scuff keeps... And then meow showed up. How fitting. Yeah, what does this one say? That's a lot of same letter in the middle.
Det var svårt att nå hit.
Yeah, so you got 3 parts, 3 segments of this. You can take one at a time if you want.
Yeah.
Whenever you have those
Longaro has a question.
punctuations in, yeah, so you can then start with the first line. Bonnie, that's me. Oh, coach is lurking when a game starts. Game.
Yeah, Longaro has a question for you.
Oh wait, do you have... How's Benoit doing? Oh, me! No, it's just the usual, I guess. So not great. I mean... yeah. I don't even know what I'm dressed as. Probably cheerleader, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I have the bodysuit on?
Ah. Up to you.
There we go.
My favorite outfit.
Yeah, they might be fitting now. Bonk. A plushie. What's thrown on me? It's cute, thank you. I got more outfits. This is my regular dress. I'm not sure how quickly it switches over though.
Pretty. She has so many outfits.
Yeah, like 20 or something. There you go. Yes, it does show up quite quickly. I can be a maid as well. But... let's see. I can also be a magical girl. Ooh. Papa, you're already a magical girl. And I can be a mermaid
Make that.
as well. And I can be so many more outfits, I just don't have them set up for reactive. But I do have, you get 25 slots, so I could fill every slot with an outfit. Let's, oh no, what's supposed to be the bodysuit actually? Bodysuit for Jannertto. Because so many. Oh, I got even more. Should probably set those up. I have a Christmas dress, this strapless dress, a bikini, a mummy, a witch, swimsuit, some kind of yoga outfit, cat girl. Oh, I need to set that. Sukumizu, trans dress, sportswear, kind of like a BB outfit,
Also, word
bodysuit.
warning that her dress might vanish on her stream quite regularly.
We don't need to talk about that. But it only happens on my side though.
Yes, but they might have an interest in coming to that side.
No.
Who knows?
Stay on Jannertto's side and then don't do anything mean to me, please.
Mean, she says. Right.
Yes, it is mean to humiliate me. Would you not agree?
Do we believe that, Longaro?
I think you should believe that.
Why might that be? I do wonder.
I could
That's a
say
fine answer.
my phone is running out of battery. Charging, coming back later. I mean, you could charge it and watch. I should see if I can set up the cat guard. I don't have so much space above. Yeah, above the outfit. Oh yeah, it is layered that way. Okay. No, the cat. Okay, the cat guard fits. Just enough to fit. Good. Let's save this as cat girl then. And I'll add it. Cat girl.
Well, you see, Lonkaro, there is this little thing called mandatory Swedish in Finland, although I presume you are aware of this fact. And I happen to be going through this thing called ammattikorkeakoulu. What is it?
I'm a cat girl now.
6 years.
Wait, see, no, oh yes, I do have 6 years, but don't count them.
And this is why
My condolences.
I have been playing this game on Saturdays in Swedish.
And having a
and
good
thank
time with a Swedish bunny.
I must say, there are a lot of different things that would be better time. But take into account that it is Swedish we are doing, I am having good time with you, so that is an achievement, I must say.
Aside from the Unity stuff, I wonder what else you would like to do with Pon Pon.
That's a good question. I don't think you're up to hell diving.
No.
Or your computer, maybe.
Oh, that I don't know. Truck driving, spiral racing. No, I guess not.
Speedrunning isn't or racing. I suppose I sort of dislike my competitive side because it makes me rather rude and kind of easily angered.
Nah, you're not rude. I could see you as rude.
Well, you haven't seen my competitive side.
Oh, maybe I should see it one day.
There are a lot of ways I could take that.
Take it in a good way.
I decide to do so, yes. So I presume the dots after a hit are just a pause and not...
It's kind of like a pause, yeah. It's not belonging to the previous sentence. It breaks up in the new sentence.
And did hit have something to do with hittade and so on?
Heat
Or
is the pronunciation actually, and it means it means hither, as it's apparently called in English.
And what does that mean?
It means here, to here, more specifically.
Here.
Yeah.
So here.
Here, yeah.
The thing you do with your ears.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. The
the reason I asked.
Good that you asked, because yes, I wasn't thinking about the homonyms, homophones. Here, location-wise. There you go.
Okay.
To
So
this
I'll put it
location, more
in this
specific.
location.
Not in this location, but to this location. It's an important grammatical
This
distinction.
location.
I think Finnish distinguishes between in here and to here. Well, I mean, Finnish distinguishes like on here and under here and probably everything.
Tänne, täällä. Tänne would be to here, but...
Yeah, we mentioned this. I mentioned this before. Like, there's a difference between. What do you mean? It happened. It happened. Don't come and look at one now. Wait for it like 30 seconds. Yeah, there was the going to this place and being at this place. Basically, there's a distinction between those. Applies to here, there, and home, and nothing else as far as I know. Bonjour. Yeah. Wait, well...
Cool undies, though I feel like they don't really fit you.
Wait, what did you say?
Those are pretty cool undies, though
Okay.
I feel like they don't really fit you.
You don't think black undies fit me with pink stars? I'll describe my underwear.
Well, your stars are white as far as I can tell, but yes.
You know my but yeah, but not those stars. Coach wrote, Bonjour, je m'appelle Kochi. What do you mean by that? And we got Tiny Benoit back. Hello. What? Benoit no understand this silly language, French or Swedish or both. But I only understand Benoit's. I don't speak that though.
Kai tässä pitää nyt sitten suomi lisätä tähän höpsöjen kielten sarjaan, mitä kukaan ei ymmärrä.
Weird noises.
That is exactly my point, I suppose.
I personally like speaking Cochinese. Kochi. That's a problem when we're collabing. You're speaking Cochinese and I don't understand what you're saying. Tiny Benoit, you gotta pay. Two more to do. There we go. That's not Swedish. Oh, he's asking Tombi if he wants to play Elden Ring. Exactly. Benoit, I'm glad that you're feeling better then. I assume because you're using past tense there. That's good. If you're better. If you're not better, I hope you get better. Okay, I'm going to show off this swimsuit for your audience now, Jannertto. It's time for Lonker to look at this swimsuit.
I'm sure they are very terrified of this.
Oh wait, terrified of the swimsuit? Why?
I don't know, I just decided to be dramatic, I guess.
Well, this is still a looking game. This game in particular is Tombi. Originally released as Ore Tomba. So then just changed to Tomba and then to Tombi. But this one version is in Swedish and this one is for Jannertto to learn Swedish. Which he's very excited and interested in doing. See, my sweet fish is perfect. Well, yes, it is. No, Jannertto, what does it say? What does the first line say?
So what does no mean in this context?
To reach.
Okay. So it is difficult to reach here.
Yeah, like this place. Yeah.
Not from where I'm standing.
I mean, you didn't. No, I guess you actually got to this place quite easily. Actually, surprisingly easily.
Huh. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, you have good platforming skills. Actually, I can't remember how it went when you tried to get to this place.
I mostly had problems with the mushroom area, but then I sort of learned how to deal with it, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, so you got here quite easily. Well, I would assume this character is like tiny, straggled.
Now that you mention it, I am wondering how the heck did they do all the jumps?
With great effort.
Tomba jumps like 5 to 6 times their height.
Yeah,
Or like 4 times their height. This guy needs to jump like 7 times their height with
maybe.
very lackluster legs.
Maybe these creatures are jumping really high.
I just imagine that they like throw the sombrero and for some reason they are in the sombrero that they just drew. And that's how they get around.
They're crawling into a hat and fly away with the hat.
Yes.
That sounds like a very creative idea for a character. But anyway, yes, it was hard to get to this place, is basically what it says.
It is partly inspired probably by the Mario Odyssey bullshit.
Maybe you're right. Mario Odyssey bullshit. I never played any Mario games on stream, so...
What did you say?
I haven't played any Mario games on stream.
I probably won't.
And you probably won't. Might do it someday. We'll see.
Fair enough.
Someday in the future.
Maybe I should... What's the thing? The unfair Mario?
I wanna be the guy.
No, I was just kind of wondering, should I
Mario Kaiser, or whatever it calls.
kind of do...
Kaiser Mario. There we go.
To spiritually, or like...
I feel like you should play the original Mario first.
Nah. I don't want to touch Nintendo stuff at the moment.
Fair.
Probably whenever I will. That's kind of the right reason I was wondering, should I mess with Nintendo in the very slight and very small way of refusing to touch their stuff, but playing the unfair Mario, whatever it's called.
Okay.
Just to spite them, as little as they probably care, but...
Do as you like.
Kiusa se on pienikin kiusa, as we say in Finnish.
And I don't know Finnish.
I do know this. Though, you do know a lot more than most.
Oh. I can... But I don't know much at all. so I mean, technically true. Anything you know more than most.
Well, this is a very weird translation.
What are you trying?
Pienikin kiusa, teasing even a small tease. Yeah, there's gonna be a better translation of that.
What are you trying to translate?
Kiusa, se on pienikin kiusa.
Oh, it's the Finnish now.
Yes.
Okay. Can you write it down?
Even a small nuisance is still a nuisance. That's a much better translation, even though it loses all its...
Let's see here. Yeah, good noise feeds. Good. You played one Boom Street. It had the Mario characters and maps. It counts. I also played Smash Bros with Mario characters and maps. So yes, I have played games on Nintendo consoles. I have played games featuring Mario characters, which has only been on Nintendo consoles. But I have not yet played a single game developed by Nintendo.
Now that you mention it, I have played Mario games on Wii. But I will not do it on stream, and probably will not.
I have played the Mario games while having a on Nintendo released the Wii, which allowed you to play Mario games on the Wii. Then they made a Wii U, which allowed you to possibly play Mario while having a Wii, depending on how far away from the console you are. And then they released the Switch, which made it almost guaranteed that you can play Mario while having a Wii. I'm ignoring the handhelds, of course. The Game Boy was the first one you could play Mario while having a Wii without, long before the Wii even existed. Kind of ruining my joke, but whatever. It was a bad joke to begin with, so
I am very much enjoyer of bad jokes.
I hope you like my Wii
I must
joke.
say. Also,
Yeah,
Orion's comment did remind me of a thing. So, we used to have this thing called Megapussi.
okay.
It means mecha bag. What is it? Chips came in a large bag, and it was called Megapussi.
Oh yeah.
And internet found this hilarious for reasons.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Also, our bosses are called pussy. So yeah.
But how is the translation going?
What does varför mean?
Varför actually is a cognate with the English wherefore, which means why.
I see.
It means basically about for what reason. Wherefore. This is why there's a common misconception of thinking that wherefore means where. It does not mean where. So, yeah. So in the is in the Shakespeare play, is it? Where wherefore is used. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Which does not mean where are you, Romeo, or something like that. It means why are you part of the Romeo family? No, like why are you Romeo as the why not fam, like why does I don't remember exactly, like why is basically it's why is the situation like it is now. It makes sense in context, I guess. Why did it have to be you or something like that? I guess the question is.
So,
Wherefore us, Romeo, why are you Romeo? Meaning, why are you a member of the family against who my family is feuding? Exactly, something like that. Or something like that, exactly. That is what the question is. But they did have Romeo and Juliet in Spyro 2, where Juliet is asking, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Which they made a joke then, where she followed up with, oh, there you are, and then she goes to Romeo, who she spotted, which is a joke on wherefore sound like where, which is a common misconception, and Spyro 2 just adds to it, because they don't even explain that that's a misunderstanding of the term, they just goes along with the misunderstanding. This becomes a problem in every other language, where they are using the equivalent of where, no, the equivalent of why, I meant to say, similar sounding words. The equivalent was, they used the word for why. So why are you Romeo? Oh, there you are. Does not make any sense as a joke. It still kind of still makes sense, like, oh, there you are. But it kind of misses the point of the joke they try to make. Unless someone translation actually translated with where, because that would have been a mistranslation. Actually, I should look that up. Because I got all the dialogues in a document file. That's how cool I am. Yeah, even modern retelling of the play sees the thing. She's asking, "Where are you, Romeo?" and modernizing the words accordingly. I'm not like, yeah, that's a bad. Like, it's fine to modernize like the wordings to use modern words, but you have to actually modernize them correctly in that case. There we go. Yeah, here we go. I can already see that the Danish translation is incorrect because this song says "Hvor er du, Romeo," which means "Where are you?" which is not what the original play should say in Danish. And yeah, Germa says "Wo bist du nu, Romeo," which should be "Where are you now?" That's also incorrect. And then in Spanish is "Donde estás, Romeo?" which would also mean "Where are you?" And in Finnish it's "Kussa olet, Romeo," which obviously Jannertto can help with, but that means "where" as well, which is also incorrect.
What did you say?
Kussa olet.
Olet.
Oh, that cut out what you said there. Kussa olet.
That must be either some old stuff or
Yeah, it's
something. I have never heard of that.
it's from the Romeo and Juliet play. So yeah, it says it's archaic, which makes sense because they would pick an archaic word. But it means "where," not "why," which is incorrectly translated.
I can't help you with that. Yeah. Probably.
And the French one says "Où te trouves-tu, Romeo?" I can't speak French. Which means, again, "Where are you?"
Hi, Kenny. Also Bon. What does Elden mean in
The fire.
the fire?
Yeah. But
Okay.
however, Italian has actually percesetto, which actually means "why are you?" which is correct. And Norwegian also is "Hvorfor er du?" which means why.
So does that mean the fire in more wide context or just here?
The flaming fires. Yeah.
Okay.
Those literal things on the screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
It is a rather odd word for them, take into account how many English-esque words there are in Swedish, I suppose.
Eld. No, there are... No, what? English-esque words in Swedish? No. Swedish has Germanic words. English has Germanic words. Strange how they are similar.
Indeed.
So yeah, the Swedish one is a very old Germanic term. Ailidad, which means fire or pyre, which English took it as far as Middle English, which is fire, but it's not used in modern English. So yeah.
Either way.
Finnish should have the word for fire from Swedish. What would that be? Elti. Anyway.
So, Why are you not trying to shut off the fire?
Oh yeah. That's why it's more like, why don't you try to put out the fire would be more English sounding.
Fair enough.
Extinguish. Släcka means to extinguish. You extinguish fires, lights. Fires and lights, yes.
No. Pon. You explode fires.
Okay, we explode fires.
And if the fire does not shut off, then you're not using enough explosives.
Oh no, Kenny had an issue because your stream only allows 1080p. You should have told.
Yeah, I already said to them that thanks for coming by and have a good day.
You should have told them to watch on my side.
Well, you could have done so, but you were speaking about words.
I know, it's my fault. Oh well. That's like the third time in a row I get a green bunny plushie. You like the green bunny plushie though, so it's okay.
I guess Twitch didn't decide to give me lower qualities today.
Yeah, I just have my Railsley, it's annoying.
Yeah. It would be nice if they gave everyone like the 2 qualities.
Yeah, at least that.
Imagine that. Like the total quality and then half quality. Would that work? I think that might work. It also might not work.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess, I don't know. At least I have quality options here. You can watch my stream in 160p. Oh, it's so beautiful looking.
The mosaic censoring for Ponpon.
No, I mean it's blurry. If I could set up hard pixels, that would be funnier. It would be mosaic in that case. Släcka was easy to figure out when considering the English to slake one's thirst. There we go. And yeah, you would extinguish your thirst as well in Swedish.
I have literally never heard of that word.
Extinguish or slake?
Slake.
Okay, no, I wouldn't be surprised. You haven't heard of Heither either, so...
Nope.
Or other word, Thicer is also a word.
Jag skojade bara. Jag vet att det inte går.
Ooh. Heither and Thicer, yes, those are the directional terms for here and there, which we use in Swedish. Although we don't use the her at the end, you just remove those 3 last letters, and then you got height and thite, however you had to pronounce in Swedish, so heat and dit. But of course Swedish doesn't use the sound, so you would say dit instead. And you can see that those terms are directly linked to Swedish as well. Well, because they were old Germanic terms.
What does skojade mean?
Skojade, past tense of skoja, which means to play a prank, I guess. To make a joke. To joke, to play, to prank. Play jokes, I guess. Especially. To fool around, because, yeah.
I'm only kidding.
Yep. Knowing a few archaic words in English makes Swedish easier to learn, since Swedish appears to have continued using them, whereas they've kind of fell out of use in English. Yeah, because English replaced a lot of their words, either by merging some words or just stop using the terms for some reason, even though they are useful, or replace them with French words.
Or in some cases, for what I hear, getting them replaced by Norwegian invaders.
No, but then they are related to Swedish.
Yeah. But for what I hear, that happened.
Yeah, but that wasn't relevant. But anyway.
I feel like it is relevant if they don't use what they used to use for.
No, it's not relevant to the topic. Then you don't understand the topic.
Well, I rarely do, I suppose.
However, there are also cases where Swedish have replaced words with French as well, which is kind of funny. So they don't match English anymore. So yeah, so if I were to give an example of that, would be the English word window, which is an old Norse term. The Swedish word is fönster, which comes from French, and you might recognize this word from the English. The term that English people like to mention is defenestration. You got?
Never heard of it.
It's to throw someone out of a window.
Never heard of it.
Okay, which is a common joke spread around on the internet. It's a real term, but no one's actually using it. So, defenestration contains the French word for window, which in Swedish is fönster. So I assume in French is fönster of some sort. Or you have the fönsterization kind of thing. Like English word for, which meant for what, compared with Spanish porque, or Polish dlaczego, both of which means for what, yeah.
It might just be me, but
yeah.
For the lackluster RAM I have, the word for window in English and Swedish did not have a lot in common.
They do not, because English has a Norse, or yeah, I think it's a Norse term that was imported from Norwegian. Actually, which would be one of the examples you mentioned. It wasn't just relevant to the topic. But the Swedish has imported it from French.
I don't know any words. I might know like pork. That is maybe a word I know that came from Norwegian, but I am not sure because
no, that should be from French. Right.
As I stated multiple times, I don't know, I don't state to know, I just happen to know that some Norwegian words came to
it is from French.
Britain due to Norwegians.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Owning some land.
They do. That is indeed correct.
Yes, thank you.
The pork is from friendship. Window is from Norse. From Old Norse, not specifically Norwegian, but yeah. We can find like English terms right from Norwegian. We can get a list here. Yeah, there's a lot of names. So I guess those don't count, does this? Fjord, Blinder, Blounce. I don't even know what is a flounce? To move in a bouncy, exaggerated manner.
We are speaking about languages because...
Yeah. I don't think that a lot of these words are used. It's less clever here. It's because they don't know what clever actually comes from. It is possible that it comes from Norwegian, but it's not certain. So let's see. Lemon, mine, lemon. What do you mean mine, lemon? Tack, jag ska lemon. What are we talking? What are we talking about, Pon? Yes, Jannertto here is learning Swedish. To serve someone out of defenestration. Yeah, then yes, the example I gave was in English. The term for window, well, it's a window. Well, the Swedish term is fönster. You can see the word fönster in English in a word like defenestration because that comes from French, where the Swedish word comes from as well. And this is an example of a situation where Swedish has taken a word from French, but English is keeping a Germanic word, because normally English is taking a lot of words from French, while Swedish is keeping the Germanic ones. Yeah, but the topic went into the etymology of the word, well, something like that. Papacanis, huzzah! Look, it's Papacanis. You know what happens tomorrow? I'm going through Tombi 2 now. Hello, Never. How's it going? Are you making good progress? Because I got stuck in that game. The first game, you can check like item description and quest hints and stuff. The second game doesn't have that, which is annoying. At least it has a quest list, but the names are very ambiguous. We need a lime in the coconut. What? And now I am this color apparently. Now you're female me. I'm a female Daretsky. Ooh. Would you? What is English is originally a Germanic language. I mean, English is still a Germanic language because that's how the language works. It works in a Germanic way. It does not work in a French way.
That's how inheritance works.
You have to use a guide for certain points. Oh, I haven't used the guide at all, I think. So maybe I should use it. But I haven't touched the game in forever, so... Hjortron Silt. Yep, there we go.
What game are you talking about?
The second game.
Oh, okay.
The second game does not have a Swedish translation.
So what does gore mean?
Gore is... I mean it is walking in the present tense, but I guess it's like it's in the sense of functioning. I guess. So in Swedish you have the expression "det går," which means like something like "it is possible." But then you have the opposite, of course, "det går inte" or "det inte går," depending on the grammar, which means it is not possible. Does that make sense? And I am pure black now.
So, I think the sentence means I know that's not possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Vilken åter?
No. Tareski, why are you doing this to me? I'm being bullied by everyone. Vilken otur. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say now. Someone found a redeem.
You have to explain what it means.
Was unlucky. What?
Okay.
What?
Unlucky.
What? How unlucky do we go in English?
Okay.
It works, yeah.
Then.
Such out of luck. English is the language in a trash car that follow other languages down dark alleys, beaten up and rummaging through the pockets for spare grammar. Not really. I don't think the grammar is in English is I mean, in some cases it's kind of weird, but especially the words. But English isn't that's a thing some people say about English, but wait, certain thing. But English isn't the only language that has words from other languages. The other languages does that too.
Akiros, that is a very peculiar way to say that, but yes, I am from Finland.
Is Jannertto Suomi? Yes. Yes, Jannertto is one entity out of a cloning program. No, it's not a cloning program, is it? A cyborg mass production factory thingy. So yes, Jannertto is swarming. That is correct.
You were actually correct on that cloning part.
Okay, Jannertto is a clone. Okay, one member of a cloning thing. So Jannertto is swarming. There we go. Well, I'm glad that you appreciate my joke.
I will poop you.
Even though it was terrible.
But there's a screen in the way.
Saattaa jopa ollakin. That's my Finnish.
Saattaa jopa ollakin.
Yeah, that's
Or
so the
as
whole
it is.
entire of Suomi. What? Oh yeah.
I mean, you can understand it that way, I suppose, yeah?
How would you say a person from Finland? Suomalainen.
Suomalainen, yes.
Oh, no, look, I know Finnish.
Yeah, as I said, you know surprisingly a lot of Finnish.
Yes, I know in Finnish word like hunti and kanini. I know. I think. Do you? Well, what is Finnish for rabbit? The species of rabbit.
Well,
Do you see?
Papacanis, whenever you happen to start, I suppose you find the finish line here.
I mean, you would never
So-
finish learning a language, to be fair.
So do remember that the finish line is rather aggressively guarded.
From the east, yes, but not from the west.
Well, water is not very likely to attack us.
No, but you do have a western border to Sweden, up in the north. That was kind of that one. I mean, like, yeah, sure. Northern northwestern border line is not guarded. The eastern one is. But yes, yeah.
Well, the mountains are unlikely to attack us either, so...
Yeah, I mean, there is you got Haparanda, whatever it's called in Finnish. There we can cross the border. There we can cross the finish line. I haven't been in Finland, but I need to go to Haparanda or something just to cross the finish line.
Then you're finished.
Then I have finished my goal, yes. From Suomesta. Oh. Is it different from Suomalainen?
Suomalainen is a Finnish person,
Oh.
but from Suomi is Suomesta. But that can apply to practically anything. Hankin tämän Suomesta. I got this from Finland.
Interesting. Yeah. Inhabitant of a place. Yeah, so a person, basically.
A Finnish person can come from Finland. AKA, suomalainen on Suomesta.
Yeah, you can refer to someone as a Finnish. Like in English, a Finn is a person from Finland, but a Finnish is something from Finland, which can include people. So Jannertto is Finn and Finnish. the Northerners are not likely to attack it. No, yeah, but it was just, yeah, it was just referred to that Jannertto said that the Finnish line was heavily guarded, which it isn't where you would be the most likely to cross it, which is from Sweden. So it was kind of what I referred to. So if Papakanis wants to cross it, do it from Sweden. That's the easiest.
The thing there kind of is that in modern warfare and border security at large, like hardline defense that you saw mostly in World War I is sort of old style of defense.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen pictures of the... I've seen pictures of the Finnish-Russian border, and it's just some signs. There's nothing stopping you from going across it.
I mean, they have apparently been putting up a bloody long fence.
Okay, I see.
But
yeah,
mostly still,
old pictures.
It's defense in depth that we use. So it doesn't matter if the threat crosses the line itself. It matters what happens to them after they cross that line.
If they are approaching or crossing, then they will be like under surveillance.
Well, first things, if they
notice it,
if they cross on a crossing checkpoint, they will be stopped there.
Yeah.
If they cross from somewhere else, they will potentially be spotted by cameras, they will potentially be spotted by patrols. If those don't stop them, then they will potentially be stopped by police in the Finnish side at some point, for reason or another.
Yeah.
And then they will be spotted as someone who doesn't belong.
However, that's why I'm referring to go from the Swedish side from Sweden to Finland, because there is no guarding there and the border is open, and Papakanis can freely just walk across.
They can do something more exotic and go to where Finland, Sweden, and Norway meet, and then
and then they can
3 countries like a madman.
Yeah, you can run around in a circle and as well as standing on a point. You can also go to the point where Finland, Norway, and Russia meet.
Funny enough, for some reason that reminds me that apparently there's part of Norway that Russia claims as its own.
Of course they do.
Such a weird thing that authoritarian countries constantly do. That they're like, yes, this land here that is on the other country's side, and that the other country uses, that's actually our land.
Yeah, there's a few countries that do that.
Yeah.
Russia, North Korea, South Korea, China, India, Pakistan, I think United States too. There are some islands and places there's some disagreements with. Egypt and Sudan, Croatia and Serbia, Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. Wait, join on my map.
China and China.
Yeah, I mentioned China and China.
I like to call them China
and
the Communist Revolutionary China.
It's Germany, Swiss, and Austria. They are not in agreement of the lands. However, they're not having like big disagreement. They're not like saying like, "Oh, you have our land." No, it's just whatever. It's not the same as Egypt and Sudan, who are doing mean stuff to each other.
What does Turkey? Yes, they were supporting the revolution on an island south of them.
Cyprus.
That they would probably annex if the revolution got through.
Yeah.
or
But
take as a vassal state.
wait, Germany has a beef with Switzerland? Yes. Switzerland, Germany, and Austria have a disagreement of how the island where the three countries are meeting at, how the lines are supposed to count in that lake. It's nothing that matters. They're not like having a beef about it, but they do have a disagreement, and they have no reason to make an agreement on it. Doesn't matter. So, yeah.
In First World War, Europe learned that going to war because one person died was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
In the Second World War, we learned that there are other ways to solve disagreements than shooting at each other. And that you shouldn't follow weird mustached people who say that you should find problems with other people existing.
I do agree. At least you must make sure that the person has a reasonable mustache before you listen to the person.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yes.
Yeah. Of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure why only some disputed territories are shown in red. I see. Yeah, it's all over the world.
I suppose the stupidest one of all of them must be Greenland.
No, I don't. This one doesn't list Greenland.
There's this country called America.
No, there isn't.
And a certain weirdo
that's a continent.
claims that Greenland, well, United States of America, that claims that they need Greenland for security purposes.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, I know, but that's not.
I would argue that's beef, and that's a disagreement in ownership to some degree or another.
No, it does not sound like United States or the government or the president is claiming that they own Greenland, but they want Greenland. That's so far as I understood it, even from what you said.
Well, you are correct.
But that's not a territorial dispute.
Well,
not on. Even if they go into attack, they still wouldn't be a territorial dispute until they've started taking land, which they internationally would say like that's stolen land, that's not yours. Then we have territorial dispute. Or if the government decides that no, the island is ours now without a war, then that will also be territorial dispute. But that would probably be over in like 2 years anyway. But anyway, no, I can't. Or is it 3 years? I don't remember. I don't keep up with US politics. I will.
I hear a lot of them, and I do sort of keep up with them.
Okay, I don't care about them.
Politics,
I'm
to
just,
be honest, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I've got some obvious ones here. I cannot care at all about those politics of other countries. But some people apparently do care, like you, as you said.
Well, here's the thing. As weird as and kind of odd as America is, they do have a lot of influence in the world. And since we live in this global world of ours, every country is connected to each other by a way of, if nothing else, then trade. Besides a couple oddballs, which still usually use our internet and thus are connected to the global world. Their actions do kind of matter, and then knowing about them does help us make decisions.
I mean, yeah, I'm not like fully. I just can't care that much about it, but yeah, I mean, sure, I'm still aware about stuff like the dispute of, like the not dispute, that they want Greenland, but they're not like doing so much about it.
It is
but it's not
land dispute of a sort.
I guess
it's not a sort of heartland dispute yet. At least yet.
Is it? Whatever.
It's a radian.
They're discussing it, I guess.
Well, if there was no dispute, then they wouldn't be discussing if they want it or if it belongs to them or if they should get it.
I mean, that
They would
doesn't
be silent
sound.
about it.
That doesn't sound like it. Well, what do you mean? No, I look at the word dispute. An argument or disagreement. A failure to disagree. Well, if it's just
I would expect.
uncountable verbal controversy or disagreement, altercation, debate. It's a very vague word. I guess in a sense you could call it a dispute in that case. But to me, a dispute would be two people, or in this case countries, would make their own claim that goes against each other. There are two claims that are not compatible with each other, which in this case I have not heard, because as far as I've heard, and I could be wrong,
America says
the government wants the island.
Greenland doesn't want them to have Greenland.
Yeah, but I want is not a dispute.
There.
I cannot see a dispute with wishes.
I would argue they have put a lot of political power into getting Greenland, but they haven't put it further than that political power.
Yeah, I guess that's the point where I guess that is where I fail to see it as a dispute, because it doesn't go further than that. But whatever.
Yes, I look at it from more like strategic view, where, in my opinion, this is quite clearly path towards a more hard dispute, where they have actual claim or holding in the territory.
It will probably show up at a point where
I sort of feel like this Greenland deal is more so a distraction. Or at least I wish it is, though people ought to be ready. Because people seem to be quite unpredictable.
There's a lot of disputes in the world.
Yeah. There do be.
Well, whatever. I've said that many times now.
Om vi inte var I en grotta kunde vi släcka elden med hjälp av regnet.
Regnet.
Regnet?
Ja, regnet.
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 There we go. Beautiful. You said it good. Let's see here. Hello, Jaded. Good morning. I should have woke up. I love this Abby. Our Canada walks from Sweden to Finland to Norway and back to Sweden. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Not a long fence. We were talking about. Yeah. Just skipping a bit conversation here. I want to see if I don't miss anything. Good morning, Pon. Hello, another game bunny. Wait. Add quote. Something about crossing the finish line and also about goals. I don't think that would be a good quote, but we'll see if I can do something about that. Okay, so let's see. That was that. As usual, I woke up. Yes. Hey, hello, Jaded. I already said that, but hello again. Out in chill. I have some every like half the countries in this world. No, probably a quarter of the countries in this world have some dispute with someone. Wait. Oh yeah, I read that one. Morning, more like afternoon. For you, maybe it's 11:15. For me, still, and 11:15 is not morning in several countries because that is past morning, but not afternoon. It is forenoon. There's some cultural differences for you. I miss the Canadian Danish beef or rock and Atlantic. Well, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't much of a beef in the first place. People really overhyped that one. But it was a bit of a dispute. There was a bit of a beef. They did have some back and forth there. And that was interesting. But it was definitely incorrectly stated. Let's go with that.
Now that I think about it, all of politics is just disputes.
Yeah,
Because if we didn't have disputes, then we wouldn't need politics.
that is fair. Tarde begins at afternoon. Wait, which country were you from? Jaded, have you made that public? Jaded. No, that's not spelled. Jaded. I have nothing listed here. Chile. All right. Okay. I don't remember if you said that though. It's in public. Nice. Noise. I should add that to you. Chile has code CL for Chile. Oh yeah. Let's see. Because Unicode has is this localization system that is used a lot. Has a definition for what the different times of the day are called for different things. So if we go to Spanish, it is weirdly separated by language and not region, which I kind of find weird. Yeah, it states that from 0 to 6 it's madrugada, 6 to 12 is mañana, 12 to 20 is tarde, 20 to 0 is noche, which is what you stated there. So, I find it interesting because when I've looked at this list and I've asked people without them knowing that this list even exists, because who knows that Unicode has a list for what the parts of the day is called in different languages. I don't think no one here knew about that. But I've asked, like, this term, like, what's the time range for this? And, well, people won't get these exact numbers. They are very close to these numbers, which I do find interesting. But, of course, now with the internet and influence from there, I could see that because because as this list, morning in English from 6 to 12, which is the case in Spanish too, I could see a lot of influence there making people start using morning until 12, even though that is not how it's defined by Unicode. Not that Unicode decides how languages work, but yeah. But they have added an exception for Colombia, which does not use the term madrugada. They have this mañana from 0 to 12. So yeah, that's random stuff from Bondwan. That's cool. I'd use morning before 12. 12 is late. I can also look up Finnish. Oh, Finnish has a lot of term. But yeah, Finnish uses the forenoon from 10 to 12, which Swedish does too. Finnish uses the same definition here, almost as Swedish does. Which kind of makes sense, I guess.
Kinda does. So Bonbon.
Yes.
What does grotta mean?
Grotta is cave. Cavern.
Thanks.
I don't know what the difference between cave and cavern is. But yes.
That is a good question. Me neither.
Cave versus cavern. Also, the game Grotto. Yeah. Oh, we got a Texan definition of this, I guess. A cavern is just one type of cave. A cavern is a type of cave that grows speleotherms. Speleotherms grow because stuff keeps getting added to make special formations. Speleotherms are those pointy things from the ground and ceiling. So that, I guess that's a cavern then. And if that doesn't exist, it's a cave. So I guess this is a cave and not a cavern because it doesn't have these things. I guess. I don't know, it's Texas English, I don't know how that works. stalactites and stalagmites. I thought it was stalactites, but maybe it's stalactites.
Oh.
Apparently it's stalactites. Huh? Okay then. Just call them stalags instead. And you're both cool and not incorrect. That would be stalag. That one still doesn't work because you have stalags and stalags. So I guess you just have to make it ambiguous when you say it.
So, I guess the first two lines mean that we don't have a way to shut off the flame in this cave.
Yeah, more literally, if we weren't in a cave, we could extinguish the fire or turn off the fire.
What? But, okay.
Yeah, and then the final line explains why that was stated.
Alright.
If we weren't in a cave.
Regnet mean.
Regnet, that means the rain. And now you might be able to put it again.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Stalactites hang from ceiling, hang on tight, or T as in top. I guess this was one thing I got because Ponpon is a top.
With help of the rain.
With the help of the rain, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Stalagmites grow from ground, which reaches ceiling which might reach ceilings someday, or G for ground and C for heaven. Oh, is this the final dialogue? Or this is the second to last?
Oh.
Here we go, forest, and there's the word again.
Yeah. Is that the forest?
Nope.
Okay. By the way, I see. Jag hittade detta på vägen hit. Vet du vem som äger dem? Äger does not sound right.
Äger, yes. So it's heat and äger, yes. So if I read this is förresten jag hittade detta på vägen hit. Vet du vem som äger den?
I see.
So the person is using plural here, so I guess multiple things then. And also, as I mentioned, the word hittade could just be shortened to hitta. That's Swedish. It's past tense, so jag hittade detta. Isn't that funny?
No.
No. Or even probably find it funny.
I just don't understand it. Well, I didn't put in the resources to understand it.
That's fine.
Probably the first problem.
Yeah, it's what's funny. You see the word hittade there, this third word. It's in the past tense, which you can tell by the suffix on it, if you know it's a verb. But when you pronounce it, usually common in speaking, you just don't say the final de as part of it, so you say hitta. It is still the past tense, even though hitta is the infinitive, so to find, not found. So yeah, there we go. So this is something you might notice if you listen to Swedish speakers, including me, when I speak Swedish.
I found this path to here.
On my way here, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, literally means on the road, on the path here, but yeah. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
Because, as I mentioned before, Swedish tend to use the definite form, while the English will use the owning form. So in English you would say you have something in your face, but in Swedish you would say you have something in the face.
And it is my fist.
Fist? I said face, but okay.
No, you have my fist on your face was my joke.
Oh, I do. Okay. See. So in English you say I found this on my way here, but in Swedish is I found this on the way here. But in English you can say the way here too, I assume, but it's kind of weird if you say you have something in the face. That does not sound like it's your face anymore.
I see.
Spotify, nice choice. What did you say then?
What does them mean?
Them, who?
Ooh, I see.
Yeah. Whom? Hello, Tank. Hello there. Mal the Tank Man. Tank the Mailman. I know it's Mailman, but I thought it was funnier to say Mailman. If you just add an E, Mail the Tank Man, Tank the Mailman. Or an I works too. I don't remember what Mal stood for. What weren't your name before? No, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's private information I shouldn't be giving out.
Have good looks, tank man.
Yeah, thank you. Produce will work for 3 hours. I'll see you in 3 hours then. It should be 18:38 and I want to see you again. Otherwise I'll be upset. Nice. No, I won't
There
be.
is a chance that the stream will be ended by then.
Yeah. I held the same information. How is it going, Pon? For me, it's the usual. Nothing really special. I mean, I'm glad to be doing a collab with Jannertto, so that's really nice. But outside of that, it's just the usual.
I didn't sleep that well last night.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't sleep at all last night.
Oh.
I did take a nap.
Well, I do hope you get better sleep.
Practically.
You need a very large and soft and cuddly plushie that will help you sleep.
Probably not.
No, it's not for everyone.
So does Ager. Oh,
It's
yeah,
becoming a habit to wake up and check your stream. Ooh. I'm glad that I am able to be the early morning stream for you, giving you a reason to come up in the morning. I have a few streams that are on in the morning for me, but those streams are kind of quite big, and I don't. Breezy. Now it's very breezy. Why does everyone keep doing this to me? I was trying to speak to Jaden here. But yeah, those are quite big streamers, so I don't really get an opportunity to like speak with them, so it doesn't get as personal. It's like finding that a YouTuber has posted a new video. I mean, sure, a YouTube video I can watch later, but it don't have that. So I hope like when you show up to my stream, you're getting well greeted and respected, and that you feel like, yes, I do want to meet Pon this morning. It is not a parasocial relationship. I'm telling myself that. No,
I mean,
Arguably, I don't remember what.
You're not the same in the same extent. No, I would say no. We kind of know each
but
other about as much, so.
But what I'm trying to say is that even if it is a parasocial relationship, I would argue there are healthy parasocial relationships, and then there are unhealthy ones.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You make a good statement.
And as with everything, we ought to try and make ourselves and our relationships healthy.
Yes, definitely. I need to say hello to Metallico. Speak of the devil. Metallico is here, just muted. Good afternoon, Swedish. Yeah, Metallico is busy. I assume. Speak of the devil. Metallico, the devil. Oh, Kate as well. Hello, Nibbles the Bun Bun. Hello, Kate.
I just read that as Pom Pom.
Nibbles the Bun Bun. Nibbles the Bon Bon. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess, maybe.
So what does äger mean?
Äger is present tense of äga, which means to own. So this is owning in this case. Now you can write down as much as you want from that information. Hey, who's going? I see Fluffy Tom. It's gone now. Wait, which outfit was I wearing?
This sentence really is not
Which part? Yes.
making sense to me.
Which part? Okay, it's the first two. Oh, nice. Fluffy Tom is there to be touched. And I'm wearing this beautiful outfit that Kate likes. Okay, the first two lines you understood. Because we covered those.
Third line.
Third line, okay. Vet.
Doesn't really seem to have a
Okay,
direction. It just-
if you say every word here in order of their meanings, what do you get?
Knowledge, you, who, that, which, as if,
Yeah, continue.
owns them.
Yes. So it's asking if do you have the knowledge who owns these?
The road here?
No, the thing that was found.
What did we find?
No, the guy found something on the way here. That was stated in the first part of the sentence.
Okay.
I found this on the way here. Do you know who owns it? Or own these, because it's written in plural for some reason.
Okay. Okay. I understood the first sentence to mean that they found a bath here.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay. I love your outfit. Very sporty. Oh, jaded. I need to draw some Pon doing some yoga poses, I guess, in this outfit. Stretching, showing off her tummy.
There's an opportunity for a couple things being shown, I suppose.
Oh, what are you thinking of?
Same as the thing I thought of when I commissioned you.
Oh, Pon's butt.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I could do multiple poses. One while showing off her tummy, some when she shows off her booty.
Isn't that the rather usual thing to happen?
When you do yoga, showing off your body's shape.
It kind of ends up happening if anyone is observing, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I mean, you're the one who has experience in that, so...
Funny enough, no.
Okay. It's trying to be funny now.
Partly, yeah. I suppose I
Uh,
have the expectation that when you are stretching yourself and putting your body into poses that test your muscles and whatnot, you kind of need to emphasize your body part a bit, or like,
that does make sense.
yeah.
There's logic in what you say.
Jag har ingen användning för dem. Let them do. I feel like that.
Maybe every word here has shown up in the past.
I feel like that's the case.
Or a variant of it, at least. At least the music here isn't so crazy as the other places.
I have använda.
Yeah, använda is to use, therefore användning. Do you know the ing-ning suffix in Swedish?
I really should learn those, but no. Rather, I need.
Do you even have one of those? It's the noun making pattern.
No.
So they have examples here. They gave is översätta, which means to translate, and översättning is a translation. I guess in English, shun kind of works for that. Yeah, because then I have rätta, which is to correct, and rättning, a correction. And then again, shun suffix. They also gave predika, which is a sermon, but I guess I wonder if it's related. No, it's related to preach, but I wonder if it's related to predict, because that would also work. Predika, predict, what was it? Predikningar, or predikning, I guess I mean a prediction. But that's not what it means. It's a sermon. Well, it's turning a noun into a noun. Whatever. A sermon. To a sermon? To sermon? I don't know. Quotes, we're talking about my boobs. That's a nice quote you got there, Tookie Boys. So yeah, so to use is använda, and then you have the nouns forming suffix, that means a usage. There we go. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. Actually, it supposedly did, because I sort of came to the same conclusion, even though I was having some trouble thinking because of sleep deprivation, I guess.
Yeah, there's that too. And also I'm speaking a lot to be fair.
Yeah, my RAM is also not built for so much data at once.
Yeah, that's fair as well.
A known issue with me,
work memory is not very large.
Yeah, my storage is terrible. My storage is faulty.
I guess my storage is very, very selective but powerful, but...
I wish I had a powerful storage.
What?
Anyway, moving on.
That reminds me of a friend VTuber who... I think their most famous clip is about them speaking about their storage size.
Okay. What kind of storage
AKA
size?
chest size.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't have much in the size of my boobs. They are very small on my pon-pon. In real life, I don't have any boobs, but I'm looking to have them start growing. And I hope they don't grow too large. I want some boobs
Good luck.
because... Good luck, thank you. I will do my best growing my boobs.
Well,
I want my boobs. I want boobs because it will help me look more feminine, but I don't want large ones because I want to be cute.
I would sort of disagree with large boobs not being cute.
Okay, I mean,
Necessarily. I feel like it's one of those things that's more about how you use them than what.
yeah, but I mean, at
They are.
certain size, I don't feel like it's cute anymore.
I disagree, but I do understand that they start to kind of slide into that more easily sexy part of things, I suppose. So yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I sort of disagree with your conclusion, I suppose.
I can be sexy cute.
Well, yes, I would argue that is very much a thing that many people do. I don't think they make each other unachievable.
No, I mean, they are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah. They do sort of somewhat nag at each other, though. They take the same energy space to some degree or another. Weird way to put it, but I presume people sort of understand what I mean by that.
Maybe.
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 I don't have use for it.
Yes. Or again, these, because it's multiple things.
Okay. Take them.
Yeah.
They're saying that I should take them, but how should I understand this sentence?
I don't have any use for them. You can take them, basically.
Okay, it's just... It is odd.
I don't know. It's video gamey.
Take them, you.
Yes, yes.
Yippee! What did we actually get?
You got Charles trousers, hence why the plural was used, because you say
Ah,
multiple trousers.
there was someone who wanted trousers.
Yeah, that one known as Charles. The monkey. I think the fire... Yeah, the fire... I think the fire is a wall, so you can't even go into it.
You seem to be right. That is oddly kind of the makers of this game.
Only kind of them in Tombi to do. There's a guy stands.
That is a very odd looking guy taking into account the people of this world.
Looks very interesting indeed. There's chests everywhere.
Chests everywhere.
You completed the mission. You dropped out of that pipe. You find a shortcut from the furthest to right to the furthest to left.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
And you didn't even speak to that guy.
And also I need to now go all the way back there.
Yeah.
Multiple different reasons.
Well, at least you didn't make it there easily last time, so...
Oi.
Oi. Oink. No. Oink.
This takes me over there.
At least you got the a mission done and point from it. Ooh. All those adventure points.
There I go. Now.
Beautiful. Oh no, Tank is doing this to me. Tank, why do you? Oh no, what do you mean it's bonking punt on the flat? Do you like the flat one? Jannertto.
It's nice.
Yeah, you should have flat Jannertto emotes. I should make emotes for you. Oh, Charles! You can speak to Charles now. Press the speak button.
It's windy.
Oh, Emily. Okay, we have already have this one. You have to go to the item menu.
Oh yeah. That too.
Yeah. Because this game is weird. Sometimes...
Wasn't distracting enough.
There we go. You find the button. Because this game is weird. Sometimes you can speak to them and it will... That was the wrong ones.
What is consistency?
Yeah. Just changing your trousers in front of him like, I got some trousers.
Hurraa! Var hittade du dem? Tack. Nu kan jag ta mig hem.
May.
May. So mayhem.
Yep.
Mayhem.
Mayhem. No, that's not... That's not what it says.
And there's just the odd space there. And,
Yeah, you should
a
just
type of
tighten it
space there.
together. But then you have like Mighem instead. Well, I guess you have to use the alternative Swedish spelling, then you get Mayhem. I can write it in
That's
chat.
what you have ditched me, so...
Yeah. That's the Swedish word for Mayhem. Totally. Trust me on that one. What is actually the...
Rusty, bro. First, well, the second sentence, well, the first sentence is something along the lines of... Wait, I need to check one. More about the approach than necessarily. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm...
Oh, that's why I spelled it incorrectly. That's why I couldn't find it. It doesn't list a Swedish.
Where did you find them?
I didn't find. I didn't have a Swedish. It says förödelse.
Now this one pig is just standing there with a pitchfork, very angrily staring at the wall.
Oh yeah, that wall needs to go down.
Open jakt on mayhem.
Yeah.
I presume Nu is now. Yes, it is.
Indeed.
Gun is gun. Jak is I. We had to touch just now, but... Take mayhem. Take me with you. Take me home.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, now can I take me home?
ah.
Now I can
Yay.
get home, yeah. Yeah, and now the wind is back. Oh, you're getting a bonus for your good deed.
Vänta. Does that mean wait?
Yes.
Okay. Vänta på mig. Why does it have an I in it?
Wait, what? Wait, what you... Sorry,
First word.
Vänta. Venta, yes, that means to wait. What are you confused about?
It's so clearly set with E. I have always presumed it's with E, but I guess not.
That's my accent.
No, vänta.
Yeah, venta. That's how I say it.
Yeah, that's how I have heard it being said, but it's with A, so I'm...
Yeah, because the two sounds have merged together. But not in all dialects, so Swedish still makes the distinction, because some dialects, or plenty of dialects, do make the distinction. The dialect I speak in, which is the capital dialect of Sweden, or whatever, it does not make a distinction in the short form of the sound. Therefore, they sound the same. And people are making an incorrect joke about that, where they think it's true, where they say like, oh, so the A letter always sounds like the E letter, so even the long form, being A and E, are also sounding the same, which they do not. They are still different sounds. Kind of like in how in European Spanish, the C and Z letters are pronounced as the English th sound, like in ciudad, or ciudad as it's called. Then there's this misconception that this form of Spanish is always making the th sound for every S sound, including the letter S, which is incorrect. But whatever, there was some extra information there that had nothing to do with the sentence here.
Vänta. Herta det
Där, ta detta.
här. Ja, detta du har förtjänat det.
Yeah, förtjänat. Förtjänat, I guess something like that.
Here. We had detta multiple times.
Yeah.
Take.
Yeah.
Take. Detta. This. Jag take this. Du har I don't have that one.
Förtjänat. Förtjänat. Yeah, that is to earn.
Okay.
Tjäna is kind of like tjäna is earned. Förtjäna is earned too. I don't know what's the difference.
You have earned it.
I guess more like deserve more than just earning. Chana is to earn. Third chana is to deserve. There we go. The high degree, I guess. I don't know.
On to utrustar.
Oh yeah, now I know what it is.
Was that day?
They indeed.
Med det öppnas det automatiskt när du hoppar. I don't seem to have utrustar.
No, that's a rare word. I'm not sure how it will show up. It means to equip. Present tense in this case, equipping.
You equip your
Orange bunny. So I guess the first line is like its own sentence. You can just focus on that alone.
Fair enough, and thank you. You equip it with it.
Yeah. If you equip yourself with it.
Okay.
So if you equip it, I guess you can shot it into.
Opens it automatically. I want to say when you jump.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's technically when you fall, but whatever. Who cares about accuracy here? Since I think...
I feel like Parasolet has been seen before.
I'm not sure if it actually has been seen before. Because I think it activates when you just fall, so if you step up an edge, it should also activate. You don't need to jump. I could be wrong though.
That's quick to check.
Yeah, exactly. If standing up there, so yeah. Parasol. That's similar to the English word. The English word parasol. The et makes it definite, so the parasol, and there goes my outfit. Jannertto, no, I was a cute witch. That was an adorable
now
witch.
you're filter witch.
No, how doesn't this underwear match work for me? Like, it's pink. You got a bow and everything.
With the witch outfit, it kind of works better, to be honest.
Okay, I guess the other one clashes more with. I'm not wearing underwear to match the outfit. Son, how can you wear these pants with this dress? They don't go well together. What? But you only know that because you were peeking under my dress.
I know that because your dress suddenly disappeared.
Yeah, I know. It's. I mean, I was thinking more in a real life context. It would be a funny comment, wouldn't it? Like, oh my, Pon, this underwear does not go with this dress. But it could be some other character like, no, don't. That's irrelevant. You're not supposed to know what pants this I'm wearing. I like that idea for a drawing. I should make it. Thank you for giving.
have a lot of those.
I know. I know. I have a lot of ideas to draw as well.
Also better with your art, to be honest.
Wait, what did you say?
I feel like you're getting better with.
Oh yeah, I'm
your
getting
art.
better over time as well. Yeah, I really like that. I'm glad that you think so. Okay, let's do someone lifting the dress and criticizes Padish don't go with the dress. There we go, something like that.
Ja, vad var parasolet?
Parasol. Yeah, the parasol.
Was that the...
It's the equivalent to a paraply. To an umbrella, as it's called in English. In Swedish word is paraply. That was a joke here.
Okay. Okay.
But it's for protection against the sun instead of the rain.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because this place is very rainy, not sunny. And I feel like an umbrella is more sturdy than a parasol.
I feel like actually kind of the opposite.
Maybe.
And I feel like the main reason for that is that usually parasols are built to be static and larger,
Well, yeah.
which means that they can
They know they have to be
and
larger.
they can be much heavier.
No, this.
I guess you can have
There are handheld parasols too.
handheld parasols. Well, I have barely ever seen them.
Yeah, I mean most people don't use them, but I mean I think they're bonk. I think they're more considered
I
like
usually
formal.
see are like that.
Yes, it's much more common to have a full-size tent-like parasol meant for a large area. While umbrellas, umbrellas are typically used more personal handheld umbrella.
And
But I mean,
usually the large umbrellas are kind of annoying and tend to try and take off.
yeah, I mean, if you have a large handheld umbrella, but you also have large grounded umbrellas, like tents, like a circus tent.
I don't think they call them umbrellas.
No, they don't. They don't really do call them umbrellas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that. But I mean, when they become that large, they become a tent. They aren't called either. It's just a tent at that point.
There's a specific word for like only a roof, like tent-like roof. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess parasols tend to come in very large shapes that are grounded. Umbrellas typically don't come like that because you normally when you're out and we're in a situation where you would use a parasol, it's because it's a nice shiny day, sunny day I might say. But if it's a rainy day, you might not be out there where you would have a large umbrella in that sense.
Well, people tend to not
spend a lot of time outside when it's raining a lot.
Yeah, so it's the need for
Unless
a large
they have-
umbrella in the same style isn't necessary.
Yeah, or you can use a more static structure to accomplish the same thing.
But in this
Or just without
case,
tent.
this umbrella, this parasol that is being mentioned here is a handheld small parasol, like an umbrella.
Okay.
So, which is what I was referring to from the start.
Also, I suppose if you really needed to, you could just use an umbrella as a parasol.
Yeah, you can.
Which
And,
means that you would just need the umbrella.
Which is why I'm thinking that a parasol would be a much more lightweight form of an umbrella. Parasol is lightweight, so it's easier to carry around without it having to shield you from something. It's rain. It's only shielding you from sunshine.
I mean, the thing about that is that the umbrellas are kind of technologically at that point where
I guess you're at this
the
time,
best
yeah.
difference you can achieve is if you would change the steel into aluminum. But that thing would weigh bloody nothing at that point.
I mean, I guess that's the point with a parasol.
No, but that's the umbrella's point.
To weigh nothing.
So the umbrellas themselves already are so lightweight that they practically weigh nothing already.
Yeah.
If you would change the material to aluminum, which you could technically do, it would weigh absolutely fucking nothing, basically.
Unless, I mean, maybe they already made of that.
I think they are made out of steel, at least the ones I have seen.
Have you seen?
I'm
But
guessing
you've only seen large parasols.
umbrellas.
Okay.
I have not seen small parasols.
Okay, but I'm
I'm
talking.
just saying
I'm talking about a small
this-
parasol.
That I know what you're talking about, and my point is that umbrellas themselves are already so minuscule, lightweight, and whatnot.
I don't feel
that
like
you aren't gonna
I might be weird here, but I don't
let me
think
ex- let me-
I disagree with your point that you mentioned, because I do not feel like umbrellas are that lightweight. They are light, but over a long period of time they don't feel that light because they have quite a thick handle.
The thick handle is usually not made out of heavy material.
I think they are, but I might just have heavy umbrellas.
And
So
the thick handle actually makes it much more comfortable to carry around, because if you would have just a tiny stick, it would be difficult to actually carry.
I don't mind a handle.
Unless you
They're
get
just
something
big, thick, and heavy. That's my issue.
The handle really is not the heavy part of an
It's probably
umbrella, I'm
not.
pretty sure.
But still, I still find the umbrellas quite heavy, so I could imagine a parasol being much lightweight.
I sort of feel like you're carrying them wrong. It's the feeling
How
I
do you
get.
carry an umbrella wrong?
So, if you are carrying something...
The problem is I'm carrying an
Take
umbrella
a
like a
book.
parasol.
Pon. Take something relatively light and hold it far away from your body.
Well, I'm
It
not.
will start weighing pretty heavy pretty fast. But instead, if you hold it near to your body, it will weigh practically nothing for quite a while.
Yeah, but I'm not holding
Same
an
thing with
umbrella
the
far
umbrella.
away
If
from
you
me
hold
because
the-
they wouldn't shield me.
I don't find that to be true, but...
Wait, how do you hold an umbrella far away from you and still shield it? Okay, but why would I hold
I
it?
mean that... I mean that I need to hold the umbrella close to me. And I
Yeah.
misunderstood what you mean. Fair enough, we agree on that, yes. Like, the idea is that you want to practically hold the umbrella to your body.
Yeah, which I do.
So... Okay.
Because it wouldn't
But I'm
it
like-
wouldn't make sense to hold it in any other way.
I'd argue that sort of depends on the weather, but yes.
I mean, I can just angle it, holding it close to the body. That works too. I mean, I wouldn't stretch out my arm because then I'm not covering myself, and I wouldn't neither like out horizontally parallel with the ground. That would be very weird because then I'm not holding it over myself anymore. Or I would also not reach it high up into the air because that would be weird. So I'm holding my arm close to me, but it's the weight of the umbrella still. It might be the weight of the rain too over time too, but because it gets wet and stuff.
What umbrellas do you have then?
I don't know. Maybe I should. It's not my umbrella. I mean, maybe I should weigh it and see how much it actually weighs.
And when have you used it last time?
It was a while ago. It hasn't actually rained in such a way. I mean, now it's snowing.
Finally.
Yeah, well, it's been snowing for a while, man. But yes, I haven't used one in quite a while now. So yeah, I guess I should look out for.
Ultimately, my point still is that there is not much weight reduction you can do, in my opinion, from going from waterproof to non-waterproof.
No, I'm just thinking that maybe it needs to have a certain amount of sturdiness to it to protect itself from winds and stuff.
Well, umbrellas don't really do that. If you have too much wind, it flips itself up and all constantly.
Maybe you have a too lightweight umbrella, apparently. Because I haven't had that.
Or maybe you have too heavy umbrella.
I haven't had that happen to any umbrellas I've had.
We have those like
but
very foldable, tiny umbrellas that.
Here we go. Here's one. Sadly, it only gives the weight of the packaging, which is 0.5 kilogram.
I think the problem is not so much that aluminum would break easier, it's probably more so that aluminum would break easier when it has aged.
So we have,
Aluminum has the interesting property of getting harder over age.
Harder?
So it becomes more brittle.
So this one weighs 530, this one weighs 320. So a third of a kilogram. Let's try this big Swedish store. What does it say? It doesn't say it's the weight of it, unfortunately. But yeah, it says steel, that is made out of steel. But that's the thing, I could imagine a parasol being made out of aluminum. Or as it was originally called, wait, what is it called? Aluminum. I think it was aluminum from the start.
But yeah, as I said,
aluminum
has this problem of becoming harder over time, which makes it brittle. And I don't really agree with aluminum's point about it breaking easier, because as far as I understand, they are relatively as like.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even find any
materials between. It just happens. More a question of what sort of aluminum mixture do you use and how much of it do you use?
I can't find any small.
There might actually be more about aluminum being hard to manufacture into this shape. I don't know anything about that, but that might be a factor. Whereas steel is so much cheaper to manufacture into these shapes, and it lasts longer.
Unfortunately, I can't find it. The closest I found was on Amazon, and this one is just 150 grams. So this one weighs half as much as an umbrella, or even a third as much.
So those are the sort of umbrellas
well, that type of umbrella is the sort of umbrella I'm more used to.
Maybe using a parasol as your umbrella, and that's why it's not working properly.
It has not let water through. That much I can say.
I mean, it might still protect you from water too.
Well, but then I would almost argue it nearly automatically becomes a umbrella. But
unfortunately, this parasol is protecting you too much from water, therefore it's now an umbrella.
pretty much.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because I can't really find any handled. Unfortunately. Which is unfortunate. Here we got another one. How much does this one weigh? Who knows? Oh, there we go, 170 grams. Okay, so it's like 150, 170 grams for a paraply, but at least 330 to 500 for an umbrella. This one looks much fancier, so this one probably weighs much more. Yeah, this one is 400, so that's in between the two umbrellas I found. But there's also a difference between a parasol and an umbrella. A parasol also can, I mean, obviously you can have an umbrella with a fancy design, but a parasol is also part of fashion. I mean, umbrella is also fashion, but it's a different kind of fashion. Umbrella has more of a purpose to shield you from rain. Umbrella is to shield you from rain, has a function, while a parasol might be chosen to just have it as part of your fashion. But it also has a purpose.
Here's a thought of mine about this subject.
Okay.
So every outfit carries a function. It serves that function. It's when you add what is called art into the outfit when it becomes fashion.
Okay.
So one might argue your underwear choices are fashion choices.
I mean, it's supposed to be secret.
Secret fashion, I suppose.
Yeah.
Does not change the fact that it's fashion.
I mean, I guess.
At least so is my understanding
Oh
and
my.
description of the case.
This one weighs 2 kilograms. Well, it's supposed to be. This is a huge one. But yeah, whatever.
To weigh 2 kilograms,
What?
I would almost argue that you'd want it to continue downwards into the ground so you could use it as a walking stick at the same time.
Yeah.
That not just makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I suppose you would need to move it back and forth, then that would potentially cause it to... Oh.
Anyway, I'm
And if you
a
lose
great
hope, you could
cat
just
now.
put it on the ground.
That was an
But what I
interesting.
found out, apparently there are a lot of different sized umbrellas. That's really not surprising. But I feel like out of this listing I found, in Finland at least I and my family have used the traveler and mini-sized one. Can I copy this?
Maybe that's what you said.
See what I mean.
There we go. Here's stuff. I need a parasol for my fancy outfit, of course. Oh, I want to dress like an. What did he say? Oh my. Here we go. Here's some umbrellas.
So yeah, my experience, I think, is mostly with the minis, and they have mostly served me well. But I suppose the mileage may vary, so to say.
I don't know how large this stuff is. I don't measured anything.
I don't think these are in metrics, so that doesn't help either.
I don't know. I haven't even read the. I mean, it's not that I know how large the umbrellas I've used are. So.
Do the umbrellas you use have the folding stock? Does it like get compacted or like?
I mean, yeah, they fold together.
The stick itself,
But no, not like that.
So it doesn't become shorter?
No.
Okay, so you have pretty heavy duty umbrellas compared to what I'm used to then?
I guess so.
Yeah. That's what I mean, or immune, thank you.
Telescoping stick, I see. No, I don't think it is. I said it's not mine, so I don't know what it is.
Fair enough. Well, took a box because there was parasols were mentioned in the text, and now we needed to go on a long rant about if umbrellas are vastly light, heavier than parasols.
I mean, this parasol here, I found. I don't know how large. No, I guess it's like. Why does it give such a wide range? 25 to 28 centimeters. That's actually not very large. Tiny one. But it only weighs 43 grams, so it's really, really light. That's nice. Yeah, but I just struggle finding any form of handheld parasols anyway. So whatever.
They aren't very common, as I said.
But my fashion...
Range shadow, indeed.
But my fashion, umbrella infinish, range shadow, yeah. Staten vario. What is the Swedish word?
I don't know.
Okay, I said it before, but okay. But I guess it would be hard to remember when I just threw out the random Swedish word all of a sudden. There's a pig which that one device you grill sausages with. The sausage stick.
I'm pretty sure that's a pitchfork.
What you pitch with? Tool. Yeah, it probably is.
Yes, at least the size and use would be more fitting. Although, well, I suppose a pitchfork is much more capable weapon than most that the Japanese had back in the day of farming equipment. It is made out of steel, has pointy ends, and is long. At least in my understanding, the Japanese needed to do some more interesting approaches to weaponized farming equipment. Deep silence. Russell. Am I actually still audible?
Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
You just talked about stuff I didn't have anything to reply with.
Well, usually that doesn't stop you from continuing with something.
Yeah, I know. It happens.
Yeah, it does. I suppose I was getting worried that I said something wrong, to be honest, but...
Nah. I'm void again. Imagine if someone dropped 1215 bits now, I would be still completely black. You wouldn't see a thing. Aha, that's how I protect myself. Avoid pawn, avoid pawn, avoid pawn. No, don't avoid pawn. Nah, yeah, $2, you know it.
It needs to avoid pawn now.
Pawn, pawn, pawn. That's pawn, pawn is the place to be.
Come on. I don't have Junker.
Sjunker or sjunker. So I would say sjunker, but in Finland it's sjunker. Yes, that is sinking. Sjunka is to sink. Sjunker is the present tense. Not to be confused with thinking, because that's but I don't think you did. Bad coach, Pon is the place to be. Sleep paralysis, Pon. Apparently I am now. I'm going to eat Jannertto. I'm pronouncing it more like Jannertto. This. That is your name now. Jannertto.
But in a different dialect, it's actually said otherwise, so you can't just do that.
Jannertto. Okay, sure.
That is pretty much what I have. That's the most, like, central thing I have learned about Swedish this whole time.
Jannertto.
You can't change the spelling because someone still goddamn uses it.
I think it's just
Jannertto.
the way your name is spelled, or like how you have the long N and T. It doesn't make sense in those positions from the Swedish perspective.
Well, that seems to very much be a Swedish problem.
Yes, I mean if it was just as Toolbox wrote Janne, that works fine. You can say Janne and Janne. But when it comes to, I guess, when it is Janner, I guess that works. But then you have to add the to in the to. I meant to say, it's a long sound there too, and that's when everything breaks. Jannertto. That is my best attempt.
It is a good attempt.
Oh, thank you. I have a much easier name, Pon. But people still mispronounce it, so...
I would argue your whole name is rather more complex than mine.
Oh.
Although maybe easier to spell.
And
What's the no?
what do you mean? It's hard. I mean, oh, you mean with the whole the dream bunny, but that's not really my name. That's just my username. God, there's nothing dirty about PP. A lot of PP codes you have. 10, apparently, so. Good, what? Do you have a dirty PP? That is kind of funny how those two quotes are so far apart from each other, but kind of related. There are like 900 quotes between them. And it is, one is from the start of the year, the other one is the end of the year. That is 900 quotes. Almost all of the quotes. And I have quotes from 24 and 23 as well.
So what does långsammare mean?
Långsammare, slower. Långsam is slow, långsammare is slower. I don't know, långsammast is the slowest. Yes, it's an adjective. Quote, what are you doing when you're pon-ponning? And then Kafki came with the pon-pon hard. Kafki is so cute.
There's a comment.
Probably getting forcibly undressed by huge need runs. No, isn't that mecha looking? Oh, I guess no, yeah, wouldn't pon-ponning be something pon-pon does? No, not something pon-pon is being affected by. Oh, undressed? No, don't do it. No, we don't do that for fun. That would be mean. Pon-pon is currently fearing for her life all of a sudden for some reason. Well, I won't, thank you, Jaded. I can trust you. I thought we were hooking in, prick. Wait, how? But okay. Okay.
So parasol makes you sink?
Yeah.
Slower under a jump.
Well, during. Under can mean under and during.
I see.
What context I'm lurking? Yeah, thank you for lurking, JD. I appreciate that. I don't know. I'm currently playing on my side monitor, so I don't really know what's going on until I stop getting shot at. Well, fair. That's not useful term again.
I question your choice to play on the side monitor, but good luck anyway.
Pon-pon is so important that she gets the main monitor, while Jaded puts the game on the side monitor.
I guess.
Thank you. Yeah, this is how amazing Jaded is. Indeed. Which I wrote on here. What I say, so I said, wrote, Jaded is amazing. Jaded got so confused over where that come from. But no, Jaded is this amazing. So you have Pon on your main monitor and your game on your side monitor. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Isn't Jaded just amazing? I mean, you don't have to do that to be amazing, but I mean, it just adds to your amazingness, I guess. I mean, the game is a treat. Pon is the main dish, yeah, see? Oh my. Oh my. Noted? Yeah, use the noted one. Stop calling me amazing, I'm just multitasking. Okay. Jaded, you are superb. Burning my dopamine.
Written snap. Ah, this is the directional button down,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh. Ratsjunkas nappare.
Yeah, there we go, the other form of that verb. Unka. Where did this phrase come from? I don't understand. It comes from Pon. You see, Jaded, Pon is saying these words. That's where it comes from. It's coming out to your speakers from the Pon stream. I hope that clears things up. Snabbare is faster. Snab is fast. Just like yesterday. Snabbare probably shouldn't backseat because most of the time it's not socially acceptable. Faster, exactly. Pookebox knew that one. Me sometimes. Jaded is taking notes. That pen is really wiggling in that head. But hand is not making a matching movement. It looks funny. I guess it would be possible to write that.
Very complimentable.
So, what did you say? I mean, with this sentence.
Have not said what the sentence is yet.
That could something about pens wiggling. Pookebox, you're funny.
What does trusk mean?
Trick. How did you say that? Anyway, trick means to press, or more specifically, it's not to press, it's the command press. Trycka is to press. Trick is, yeah, you telling someone, press the button.
Press on the directional button down or to sync faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Du hittar den rätta vinden kan du själv styra mot en lämlig punkt.
Your pronunciation is funny, so for some words. Själv. The SJ kind of merges together to the sh sound. And lämplig would be the worst. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the first row can be separated from the second and third. making it a bit less to go through. Monkey to Jannertto, press the button. Yeah, not sure what this monkey is talking about. What kind of directional button? I'm a human being.
Who is a human?
I don't know if Tombi is a human being. He's a caveman of some sort.
I guess.
Quote, I want it good and thick.
I see.
Quote by Jannertto.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's by Pun. Head what's the directional button? I'm a human being. I think it was saying that. I appreciate it.
What does rätta mean?
Rätta. That means the correct. As in, it's the based on this the Swedish active rätt, which means correct. Rätta is there for the definite form or the plural form. Rätta. It is also the verb to correct, but to correct something, but that's not what it means here.
And winden is some form of wind.
Yeah, the wind.
The word. Okay.
Definite form of wind. The definiteness of language is something that marks that this is the thing. I think someone described this very easily. I read it some days ago. The definite form in a language is when a speaker makes the assumption or telling the listener that the listener knows what the speaker is talking about. That description was much better than I described it. So the monkey, by saying the wind, assumes you know which wind the monkey is talking about. That's how definite form works in languages. It's a piece of like. That's what's so fascinating about languages, because they have these small pieces of information that sometimes is required to include. And the definite form in language is basically you are given information that you think that the other person you're speaking to knows what if you're talking about. They know what thing you were talking about, or that they don't know, and you have to specify that as you're speaking. And that's done in a lot of languages. By a lot of languages, I mean Germanic, Romance languages.
When you find the right side, right kind of wind.
Yeah. That works. This is a false claim. Ponpon is not a human, she's a bunny. That is also a false claim. Ponpon is not just a bunny. You didn't say that. You wrote she's a bunny, you didn't say she's just a bunny, actually. So it's a false claim. That's a false claim. She's a dream bunny. I am a dream bunny. The wind? Which one? There's multiple. No, there's just one wind on the screen. Is the one constantly speeding wind that goes across the whole area.
No, I see multiple particles.
Yeah, but they are part of the same wind. Particles are not the wind, they are traveling by the wind.
They make up the wind.
No?
Well, their movement does, I suppose.
Yeah, the wind is the whole movement itself. The particles is going along it. But of course, there wouldn't be a movement if the particles weren't moving, because you can't have a wind in vacuum. So that is correct. But you can't see the air particles.
You can have solar wind.
Yeah, but that's not a wind, is it?
Well, technically there is particles that have energy. It's just not.
Okay, so a stream is a wind.
Depends how you look at it. It's very much one of those. Depends how you look at it.
Yeah.
What does yelp mean?
Yelp. Wait, that's not a word here. Which word are you talking about?
What? The one under hitter.
Själv, as I was saying, själv. Yes, that's your self. So yourself in this context, because it says do in front of it.
Self.
Själv. By the time Jannertto is done with that monkey, the wind has probably passed. And it goes in a loop. It goes in a portal on the right side, comes out on the left side. I mean, it could, because it's a magic wind, because it's a curse.
I mean, Bon, I feel like you're overthinking.
I am.
It doesn't need to be a portal. There just needs to be an area here that magically accelerates air to one direction.
That is true. Yeah, but no, because then you got all the material stuck on the one side. They need to be moved over to the other side again.
Have you heard of this thing called natural airflow?
But the air needs to move back.
Well, it does need to flow back, and it can flow back. How it decides to do that is totally up to the weather system.
Yeah, but for the wind to work and for it to accelerate and moving all these particles across the whole area, it needs to get enough particles at the starting area and push through the whole thing, and then the particles end up.
Because it's sucking them from one spot, it creates a low pressure zone that then sucks air from around it into it.
Yeah, but that creates more wind.
Extensive. Yes, and
that must. Yeah, the problem
air
is
moving causes more air movement.
Yes, and the problem is this is a local wind that only goes in one direction across this area. There's no wind anywhere else.
Well, there are. It just like the air can flow into a lot of directions, and saying that there's no wind anywhere around is kind of that's more magical than the wind here.
I mean, I guess that's true. I guess there is a point in what you're saying, like so this place has a very, very narrow place where you have all the wind traveling one direction, and then outside of this narrow area, all the wind, all the air particles have to move back. But they do it everywhere else, which is a much larger area, therefore it moves much slower.
It could just also be that it generates a local high pressure zone at the end of this, and it just kind of naturally, relatively slowly over time deflates to, like, goes to other directions and partly back to the beginning of this zone.
Yeah, I think I just said that, but yeah, okay.
I might have, but it is a more complex version of what I said.
Yeah.
I think.
Just a different way of saying the same thing.
Yeah. But everyone might not understand the complexities of weather.
So,
and I think that was more precise.
The sound quality of my phone suddenly dropped to €3 a headphone microphone. Wait, headphone microphone? Oh, because on my side. Yeah, I think you might have ended up on 160p quality or something. To be honest, I am in the middle of nowhere, so the sound quality drops is understandable. Where are you? In the middle of nowhere? Like, don't tell me about the current address or anything, but like, are you in a forest, in a field, on a mountain? Can I deal? Are you in a tiny town? Probably not. I looked away and came back to Jannertto talking about sucking. Yeah, we're talking about sucking. I know how wind works because I like planes. Wind plane. Okay, let's move over. Let's move on from the wind now. I know how wind
as
works.
a subject matter.
I don't have a reason for my amount of knowledge. Isn't that true about a lot of things? We don't have a reason for all the stuff we know. But I wish it was Tiopolis. I would tie up everyone. Finland, forest, lakes, and a pinch of towns. Okay, to be fair, that makes sense, Toolbox. So we can rule out a lake, because I don't think you're out walking on a lake. I mean, this is winter, so you could be. But I'm assuming you're not, for your own safety, because some lakes are safe to walk on, but sometimes you might stumble and fall into it, and that's bad. So I assume you are in a forest.
So Ponpon, are you saying that the Finnish tradition of walking on water is somehow odd?
No, I didn't say odd.
Well, you said that they wouldn't probably be doing it.
Yes, not because it's odd.
I guess I would think it implies that it's odd.
Yeah, that's on you, that's not on me. You can't just decide that. The reason why I'm saying that Toolbox probably isn't doing it, because walking out on a frozen lake alone is dangerous.
What's the name of it? Frozen?
What was that?
Who said anything about Frozen?
Oh. Yeah, okay. I also believe Toolbox does not possess the ability to walk on top of water.
I was making a very stupid joke about Finnish people just being able to do that.
And yeah. And I don't believe it is.
Understandable.
It was very stupid. Let's see, I'm in the middle of a forest in a house of a relative of mine. That's what I will say. Okay, yeah. You can send me the GPS coordinates later. No, but... Okay, so you're like out in a... I was gonna say like a summer house, but I guess it would be a winter house now. Do they live there normally, or is this just a temporary thing? Or... I'm nosy, but I'm just curious. I'm curious how people do stuff. Sounds interesting. I assume you're there to meet the foreigner, to meet your relative, not to really show why you're on my stream and talking in my chats. Don't you have a relative to talk to? I appreciate you here.
Pon. So, in Finnish culture, it's okay to not speak to people.
I mean, that's true in Sweden too, or many other places. I mean, you can have some of your own time.
Apparently, for what I hear from American YouTubers, it can apparently be quite offsetting if you are with someone and you're just quiet. Off-putting. Yes, that's the thing. Yeah.
That is more of a, I guess, more of a Western, Southern European thing, which then also includes Northern, all of America. While in Northern, Eastern Europe, it's more of a, people are more to themselves, and if they are in a group, being just quiet and to yourself is okay. So it's just normal, which I assume you imply there.
I'm mostly just making a joke about that they didn't happen to have anything to speak about between themselves, so Tuget decided that they're gonna listen to discuss.
I mean, it happens.
instead.
It happens. I mean, if the relative is also here watching this stream, then they're doing something together. If that happens, this is a very awkward conversation.
Oh, I don't know.
Hello,
like
relative to
you losing your
2K
clothes
Box.
is gonna be more
Thank you for
awkward.
watching my stream. Anyway, no, yeah, no, why are you doing this? When the other 2K Box relative is watching the stream, we shouldn't do this. Cover your eyes.
They
Don't
need to
look.
get the whole experience.
This get the whole experience.
Yeah.
No, we don't need the full. Well, if it means I get another watch it, that would be nice. But this sure is a way to get the viewers.
The things you do for viewers.
Yeah, things I do for viewers and money.
Suppose.
I mean, I cannot say that I'm willing to do it for money. So let's see. What's what do you mean? Wrote something. I know stuff because I know how to seek out knowledge. Write something correct online and wait for someone to correct you. That is a way to do it too. However, sometimes you can write something correct and they will incorrect you, which is annoying. And that happens a bunch.
Yeah.
Either
And I imagine that the generative large language models do not help with that.
no, definitely not. I actually tested. Well, I'll search Google, but Google gave me an answer. But it was like, because there's this common joke I've seen, like, oh, the Pepsi Man has copied Sonic Adventure 2 with the sliding down the streets of San Francisco and also being chased by a large lorry. So I searched on Google for that thing that the Pepsi Man copied as Sonic Adventure 2, and the Google AI said like, yeah, that is true, and gave a bunch of details, and it even stated like, yeah, Pepsi Man from like 1999, I don't know when the world is, did copy these segment from Sonic Adventure from 2002. I don't know, to remember the years. Like, anyone who's reading that text knows, no, that doesn't make sense.
Well, do you know the simplest way to see that large language models are kind of shit?
Well, by that,
Ask them to do math.
but yeah,
They will fail, apparently, quite often. And if the damn thing can't do that correct, that's like the simplest thing for computer to do. Like,
yeah, it can't resolve logic.
sucks my trust to the damn thing instantly.
Yeah, it fails a logic and stuff. Yeah,
Well, it can't think or logic,
yeah.
so of course it's gonna fail it.
Let's see now, and
It's
there
just
is.
gonna roll the dice and see the probable answers
Yeah,
that it has collected and
Yeah.
used,
I mean,
and then see what the end result.
let's see, and there's a lake like 100 meters away. Well, because you are with a relative, I guess you can go out on the lake then. Vacation home. No, it's Pom Pom wants my GPS coordinates. I mean, if I could constantly have your GPS coordinates at every time, just see where you are at every moment, that would be interesting. It wouldn't hurt me. True, in Poland as well. Yeah, there's like a North and Eastern European thing. Northern and Eastern Europe have a lot of things in common, and this will, because I've also seen these memes about Poland, for example. Polish people don't smile. Polish people don't like talk to people out in public. Polish people don't do this and that. Like, yeah, this is a general Eastern, Northern European. And also, Polish people drinking a lot. That too. That was one of the things I wanted to mention. Yeah, that's like a Northern Eastern European thing. It's not Polish. Like, Poland do have their own culture, but all of these general things are applied to a large portion of Europe.
I feel like there is a cultural. There are. Well, I'm gonna say this, and before I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say that I have no idea how accurate this is. It
Okay.
just be totally false. So I suppose I feel like there's probably a cultural difference between the northern Europe, the Nordic countries, and the Eastern Europe. And I base this upon practically nothing, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was
the
going to
south.
say this more specific aspect I said is a more spread, more commonly found in both Northern and Eastern Europe.
Yeah. I'm not
but-
disputing you.
Yeah, but exactly how they are done, as well as many other cultural things that have a bigger impact, they are different between the different parts. And of course, culture don't know any country borders, so you obviously have the cultures fading across the countries.
And then there is, when it comes to drinking, then there is Russia that just decided to pay part of the vodka's price.
That's I haven't heard about that. That's interesting.
Apparently there is what's the word?
I don't know. They're paying.
The country pays part of the vodka's price, so vodka is cheaper.
It's the inverse of a tax.
Advice?
Well, it's a tax.
Yeah.
It's not a sale tax. It's the opposite of that.
I think it's subsidized.
Yeah, something like that. Or you mean probably not the word.
Something like that.
1215 bits to get the full experience. Yeah, that's the full experience. That's why you don't write correct stuff online. Oh, there's so much misinformation. I don't like misinformation. No, I'm in a corner while everyone else is either in the sauna or looking at their phones. I guess you could look at your phone in the sauna. I almost said you can look at the sauna in your phone, which I guess you could too. But that would be kind of creepy. Moo! That because Pepsi-Man traveled to the future to watch Sonic Adventure 2 and take inspiration from the downhill truck scene. Yeah. Try looking at your phone in sauna. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Box, get into the sauna. So should I write wrong stuff in? Yeah, exactly. That's not a choice. Why not? Shrug. But Jaden, you have to specify it. I can't just do shrug. You give me something I can do. Okay. Jaden. Jaden, you're such a good girl, boy, other, anything you want. You already praised me enough. Yeah, you're so good. I can't stop praising you. I mean, what are your preferred pronouns, by the way? Do you know you want to set them? If you do exclamation point pronouns, you can set your pronouns. And they will show up on the on-screen chat. As you can see, it says Box, he, him, which is very useful for me and other streamers too, to be able to know how to refer to someone in third person, because that happens sometimes. He, they. Nice. And I tend to go with the first. No, why did that trigger? That's interesting. I was wondering how you did that. That's interesting. Why didn't that trigger? I need to check. Should have worked. Oh, I inserted this one. Oop. Okay. Now save. Now it should work. There we go. You actually have to open that website because you can't set them on in my chat because this is using the extension known as Alejo. This extension is a very popular one and is used by a lot of streamers. So not only will it show up on my stream, it will also work for everyone else who also uses this extension. And as a streamer, you might not want it to show up on the on-screen chat, that's fine. But you can, if you add the... what is it called? the FFZ extension, in there you can add the extension pronouns. You just have to add it, you don't have to do anything else. And then the pronouns of the users in the chat will show up, which is very useful when you want to refer to someone. So if people set them, that really helps streamers. I'm not sure how many actually uses the extension on their screen. It's on their chat in OBS, but that's a good recommendation, I think. Where was I? What is that supposed to mean? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. The shrugging one. Poland has boba. Wait, doesn't everyone has a boba? Well, it's not pronounced boba. Also, powiat. Łekowodni. There we go. That's how you say it. I pronounced it perfectly. Now I'm realizing there's no one in the shower, so I'm going there next. With your phone? Very neat, you'll know my pronouns in 15 minutes. Well, you already told me, so... But as I said, I'm also bad at remembering, so if someone tells me something, I might not remember it later. Also, hello Jannertto.
Hi.
I've been speaking a lot, sorry about that.
No.
I suppose thank you for noticing.
Yeah. At least I was chatting with the chatters, so I wasn't just talking to myself. So,
What does lämplig?
Lämplig, suitable. Quote, yeah, you want Ponpon's ass on your pizza. There we go. That's the emote sequence.
I see.
Ponpon, at least have the decency to pull down your pants first.
Usually people call it cake, but okay. What does punked mean?
Punkt.
Last word.
Punkt is point.
Point.
Rex is hugging. Isn't my huggy mod cute now? We got a cute bunny in it. These, whatever. I don't spell English. I mean, I will correct it later, but I guess I'll go correct it now. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. Wasn't sure how to spell that. I would have looked that up anyway. Punkt is Polish for point. Yeah, I wonder how many languages actually uses punkt or punkt as the word for. Doesn't English have something like punk? Yeah, English has punkt is an archaic form of the word point.
And Sjalv was south.
Själv. You don't pronounce the J and the yacht in that. Yes, själv is self. So, yeah.
Can you shout steer against suitable point?
Yeah, if you find the correct word, and of course in Swedish flips them, so you can self, so on your own, steer towards a suitable point. Does that make sense?
This sentence makes no fucking sense.
If with the correct wind, you can steer yourself towards a suitable point to land at. Okay, something like that. Yeah, I was going to use cry licking. I don't get why using cry licking, but Roxy is still funny. Of course, punkt refers to more what Swedish calls poäng. Does it? Oh. Yeah, I was gonna look out punkt. In Czech, it actually means a period, full stop, the punctuation mark. In Danish, it's a dot and a point in space. Oh, Estonian has a lot of things. So let's see, scroll down. Polish. Oh, Polish is a lot. It's kind of like anything you can use the English word point for. So yeah, as it says, so as I said, a point.
Bands even
the purple one should be like higher jump. The white one should be like faster sprint, I think.
Those can be stay there. I can see how this might become hazardous at times.
Yeah, during the wind might not be as useful as if you get rid of the wind. You can also choose to equip it again to remove it. Okay, the original point in this context of, well, yeah, I guess so, because it lists, yeah, dot against the background, place designate for a particular task, stages of action, element on a list, yeah, it's position on an issue. Yeah, and also in games and such, it's a scoring point, as you mentioned. It's a very it's kind of like the word point in English. It's used for a lot of things. But the Swedish word punkt is flexible, yeah. The Swedish word punkt can also be used for like the period, full stops, punctuation, an item on a list, and a spot itself, a dot. And also point in time.
That worked out.
Nicely done. I also say it's laying away the... There's a bird there.
I have been here.
But did you speak to the person? I think you did.
So.
I don't think you did. You might want to avoid that dialogue.
That might also be true.
Because this should trigger an event.
We'll do Traffa Poenix.
Phoenix, but okay. You're silly. Oh no, I mean they should have written it the Swedish way. They should have written it the Swedish way. Because it's not the name of the bird.
Do you know what one?
You're tired?
You're also silly. And yes, I am tired.
I'm silly. Oh yeah, I'm silly. But it's not the Swedish. Oh, how do you spell? Okay, what do you mean? How do you spell the Swedish word for phoenix?
But you're not silly.
I'm not silly.
You're not silly.
Silly. I'm not sealing.
Silly.
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 Is it Finnish?
It's a certain fish in Finnish.
Oh, it's yeah. That's sill. That's in Swedish sill. Because Finnish just takes the Swedish word and an I at the end of it. That would be herring, I think it's called in English.
Could be.
what is the Finnish word for rabbit?
Janis.
Janis. Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh.
Janis.
Don't you have like a canini or something like that too?
Gani is one, I think. Yeah.
Like you have now what was dog is, wait, I know this one. For some reason Kutya came to my mind, but that is Hungarian, related to Finnish. It's similar to that one, right? Because I know the other word which I'm going to mention is this from Swedish, which is hunti. But now I lost. I don't remember what the word in Finnish is for a dog. The other one.
Dry youth forest.
Here is only scanini or cani. That's words. I'm sure you're not mixing up with hair. Yeah, Janis is listed here as hair, not rabbit.
So my guesstimate for this is dry forest. I don't know.
What are you guessing?
What is it trying to say?
It's trying to say, are you, or it says trying you reach the jungle, so are you trying to reach the jungle?
Ah. Learned it.
That's what you should know.
Forget about it.
Oh yeah,
I see.
yeah, I forget about it. Yeah, koira. That's the word for dog in Finnish.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't too far off. I keep forgetting koira. But the other one is hunti, which is dialectal in Finnish, I guess.
I have also heard that Phoenix transports folks to the forest.
Oh yeah, I need to look at what Remy wrote too.
People to the forest.
What is it? Jag har också hört that Phoenix transporterar folk till djungeln. Djungeln is jungle, by the way, not just forest. But yeah, I have also heard that Phoenix transport people, folk, to the jungle. Which I think you said. Without looking it up, Phoenix. And that's just a guess, and that is correct. Because it's pronounced Phoenix.
Men det skedde när han var
Skedde.
frisk. Skände.
Skedde.
Kände.
No, there's not N in it. Skedde.
Kände.
Yeah, there we go. SJ makes the sh sound, and the SK makes the sh sound. Only in front of E. And I. And Y. And and front vowels. It makes the shade. If it's a back vowel, it's like it's skade. It's
Bloody.
yeah, it's the Swedish thing again. And shade would of course be to Finland pronunciation and parts of Sweden, while I would say skede as central eastern Swedish pronunciation. But you can go with shede instead of skede.
What does that mean?
It's past tense of ske, which is to happen. Think. Literal translation. Det sker. It happens. Yeah, that should be correct.
When
Men.
when he
Oh, he. Yes, correct.
to be, but I guess is or is that one word?
Wait, which? I lost track of what you're talking about.
Var.
Var is the past tense of är. So was.
Alright. What does ang mean?
Ung. Yeah. Yes, it's not English. Young. It's related to the English word.
And frisk.
Frisk, I think we had that before. It's healthy.
Healthy. Well. Okay. Bakgrund av stormarna är hans vaktnumera och kan inte ens hitta något att äta.
Yeah.
Due to the storm.
Yeah, there we go. På grund av installeringen.
He is swag. I don't have that one.
Svag
What does
is
swag
to be weak.
Weak. To be weak.
To be weak. Yeah, not a weak. That wouldn't make sense.
To be weak. I guess numero doesn't mean number.
No, that is correct. It means nowadays. In the present
Nowadays.
time.
Weak nowadays and cannot.
Ends.
What
Bonk.
does it mean?
Like in this case, like can't even.
Can't even.
So like even, I guess. But not. But even is very ambiguous.
That's well.
As an English term, as said. If you were to type like ends mean even, that's very confusing. But like inte ens would be more like a phrase you probably could write down, which means can't even. That probably makes more sense. Or like, that would be can inte ens. Actually, I meant can't even. Because can't is short enough. Can inte, of course. I forgot that.
Can't even find something at.
Yes, att äta is.
I don't have that one. Apparently.
Äter, something like that, maybe. Let's see, quote, I'm not a pervert, says the one undressing people in public. I'm actually surprised I was correct about Phoenix. Well, don't be, you are correct. Don't be surprised. Äta is to eat.
Okay.
So therefore, ät is to tell someone to eat, and äter is the present tense of currently eating. So there we go. So there's some consistent verbing.
Okay.
But we didn't have those two forms here now. But yeah, you shouldn't be surprised. You are good at Swedish.
Nose. What does hamnar mean?
Hamnar. I mean, if you actually were to add that to a translator, you will get what do you call that? Base? No, but yes, that would be. Hamna is to end up. Hamnar is present tense. I think that's correct. End up, yeah.
Where you'll end up.
Yeah, hamna, end up. Hamnar is present tense, ending up. Who knows where you will be ending up, basically. And then Tombi is making a good decision of jumping onto the bird anyway.
Why did the bird take off?
And the bird tried. Oh no. Tombi's dead.
That was very flimsy attempt at staying on the bird.
Musgrispåsen. That is the mouse pig bag.
And then we ended up in Mario Land.
Yes.
I feel like that's a good place to end for today.
Yeah, it seems like that. In Polish, it's Phoenix. Yeah, you have the same point there. Bean Bacchus. You can, have a save, like works as a good backup as well. Save question mark. Hi Ponpon, hello Nexus Files. We had a lovely stream together with Jannertto here.
I might actually have a raid target today if you are.
Even that? Yeah, I'm kinda hungry and I should kinda prepare for tomorrow, I guess.
What's happening tomorrow?
I am going to collab with Papakanis, I don't remember his name. And he's going to play Crash Bandicoot 4 with the Ponpon mod. Does that sound exciting?
There is this cute VTuber called
Oh, you're talking about that.
Mem with up to 8 amps.
M-E-M...
4 amps on each side of the E.
8? Wait. M...
4 amps, E, and 4 amps.
Okay, that was easy to type.
Yes.
Okay. That does indeed look like a cute VTuber. Yeah, let's do that. Should we have a message?
And they are trying to get affiliates still.
Yes, that sounds like a good reason to raid. So shall we have a message? Magical pond will protect us from monsters. I'm actually a witch pond. I do have magical girl. I guess the witch pond would have magical powers too. But wouldn't witch pond have more like curses, while magical pond would have magic? Magic anyway. Whatever. Raid message. Swedish stampede. Swedish study. Swedish rabbit stampede. There we go.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? Oh, should we call it Swedish rabbit infiltration? Just to incorporate your own message as well.
I can deal with that since I am an infiltrator after all.
Oh yeah, good point. I don't know what Boshi time is. Okay, should we start the countdown?
Yes.
Okay, I'm typing /raid and the username and pressing enter. And now the countdown has started. Cyber bunny infiltration. Yeah. Okay, you what do you mean? I'm going to take that and make this the message then. Good point. So, which is cyber bunny. There's a bunch of words there. Anyway, I'm ready. Everyone else had a good time today? I hope so. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, there we go.
It's always pleasant to have streams with you because I get to actually speak about things.
Yeah, you missed a letter at the end, but okay. It's probably understood anyway. Can I get the one for no subs? You can get... you can go to the... you can pay 80 carrot coins. And then you can unlock a pom-pom emote you can use. You can unfortunately...
Or you can use mine.
Yeah, the one Jannertto has is global and you can use it. But if you want to use pom-pom, that's also an option. Which you can do without subbing. 80 carrot coins for 24 hours. One count. Or you're a subscriber now. Let's go. Okay, it's counting down by me. So it will raid now. 4,
Bye-bye.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.